Do not worry.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a brand new Do Not Worry stream. I'm your host, Anthony, coming to you live from the heart of Lebanon in the 09. It is Wednesday night. It is 7:03 p.m. right here in Lebanon. We hanging out, we chilling, we talking about a couple of different things. There's more Jillian Michael stuff that I want to talk about. Also, we got some Israeli flags being planted right over here in Lebanon, and I feel like I kind of want to complain about it. I want to talk about it. I want to vent. There's a couple of interesting videos that I want to watch and react to, including something about the Lebanese elitists' connection to Zionism. It's a nice little 6-minute video that I want to watch. It's interesting. Hello, everybody. Art Shares, Haley, Sarah, Sumsum, Shayna. How's everybody doing? You guys doing okay? Thank you for being here. Catch. How's it going, Catch? Hope everyone's hanging out. We got a couple of other little random things to talk about here and there. Tomorrow night, it is looking like it is going to be a Lego build. I might be building some Lego tomorrow night. Not sure if it's going to be accessible to everybody or just members tomorrow. I might be building like a little flower set. If I do that tomorrow, that's going to be with Demi. That's going to be for members, as I promised. Or else I'm building some Star Wars ships for everybody. Little Shaitan, hello. Shadi, hello. Mia Luca, hello. Honk Big, hello. How's everybody doing? Before we get going, if you guys want to support the channel, consider becoming a member. We are almost at our goal of 500 members. We're at 358 members out of a 500 goal. That would be amazing if we get to 500. Obviously, not today. At some point in our lives, it'll be nice. Thank you to our members who make sure that we can keep the lights on over here and keep the crew paid. Also, you guys get some special membership perks, such as the cute little UFO sticker next to your name, a little green name, some beautiful little emotes in chat, and obviously some exclusive content in the form of exclusive live streams, which I owe you guys one. I owe you guys an exclusive live stream. We will find the time. Life is busy, folks. Life is crazy. Let me thank some of our members that are in the chat right now, like Haley D, longtime member, moderator. Everybody, give it up to Haley D. Also, we got Shadi, Honk Big, Shayna, Samsung, Art Chairs. Thank you guys so much for being members and supporting the channel. We appreciate you. Also, some other members, such as Free Palestine 48, or Free Palestinian 48. That's fucking awesome. Zaza Morte, Shiv's Third Eye, D-Town 902, Psionic Nomad, Forest Green, Banana Based. God, I could go for some banana pancakes right now. Oh my god. Coney Champagne, Taylor Escobar, and Maria G. Let's go. And Mujika. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for being members. We appreciate you. We love you. We appreciate y'all. Thank you. Whether you've been a member for a couple of days or a member for many months, whether you've been gifted your membership or you've been paying for it, we love and appreciate you all the same. All the same. All the same. Also, I shaved finally. My beard was getting out of control yesterday. I was like, goddamn, this thing's got to go. This thing's got to go. We got feeling lighter. I feel like 10 pounds lighter, man. What a difference a little trim. That was more than a little trim, but like, goddamn. Big difference. I can feel the wind on my face. I can feel water on my lips. I can kind of blow air into my nose. Oh shit. I blew water all over the keyboard. Well, no, it still can't reach my nose. It still can't reach my nose, but now I got water in the keyboard. Oh. Why? Dude, I gotta clean this motherfucker. Haley D, holy shit. Our Lady Haley, folks, has just dropped 5 memberships in the chat. Holy shit. Mia Luca, Evie Girl, Takashi, Zach McDowell, and Ice Cream Zaws. Everybody just became... Haley, thank you so much. Right at the start of the stream. Haley, thank you so much. That was way too kind. Don't even know what to say. That is way too generous. Thank you, Haley. Hope you guys enjoy the show. Got the pin right here. Got a pin right here. Haley, thank you. That's very kind. Congratulations, everybody who just became a member. W's for Haley in the chat. Everybody, drop some W's. Members, thank you. We appreciate you. Also, our patrons who now have access to Karine's episode 2 of Fantasy Board Review. Yo, Haley sends a $5 dono, says shout out and congrats to Honk Big for kicking cancer's ass. Holy shit. Okay, yeah, that deserves some big W's for that. Yeah, shit. Honk Big, holy shit. There we go. I wish I was playing trucking simulator. I would have honked big on that truck. I would have honked the living shit out of that truck right now. That's fucking awesome. Congratulations. God damn. That's some good news right there. That is some good news right there. Haley, thank you for sharing. That's so kind. God damn, honk big. Oh, I can see where those other drops of water went. On the screen. There we go. Did I hit the Batmobile? She's fine. That's so sweet. Honk Big, we salute you. Let's fucking go. Also, our patrons who can now watch Karine's Fantasy Board Review, Episode 2, the review of Morning Glory Milking Farm. It's a review critique. It's 80 minutes long. It's exclusively on Patreon. And she has chosen a book. It's a book about, like, what'd she say, vampires? She said there was stalking in it. I was like, it wasn't even vampires. What was it about? She mentioned it yesterday. She talked about it yesterday. But I was like, that sounds like a downgrade from like bear sex and like fucking you know, minotaur milking for a pharmaceutical company. Just stalking sounds like kind of a downgrade. I just gotta say, it doesn't sound all that exciting. But I mean, she says it's a great book. Of course, she knows better. What do I know about these weird ass things? But lovely patrons such as Legal and Lipstick, Khawla and Ahmad, Raya D, blonde patrons like Lipton Ramen, Riz, Bertram Balk, Mono, and Haifa and Hiba. And abductee patrons like Alia Judge Comics, Eric Skidmore, and Villamina. Thank you guys so much for supporting us over there on Patreon. We appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm also going to think of something else to drop for you guys. I kind of gave up on those Gordon Ramsay reactions. So y'all are getting something else. But for now, enjoy those 80 minutes of Morning Glory Milking Farm. All right, everybody. We got the stuff out of it. Also, tomorrow night, if I do, I'm probably going to be streaming on Tino's Playroom. So tomorrow night, consider joining us there for some fun. Lego building. If you're a member, I'm not sure if it's going to be members exclusive or what, but like tomorrow, most likely Lego building. Unless some massive video drops, something I have to discuss on this channel, something crazy. With Tino playing it up tomorrow. Dana Sufianadi with an adorable super sticker. The $3, that's adorable. Wait, okay, wait. I gotta raise this up a little bit. You see? It's kind of cut off. No, not you. This one. No. God, it's so annoying. Was that it? Thank you so much. It's adorable. Cute little dog saying, how's it going? It's going great. It's going great, guys. So it's fun start for the stream. Even though some parts of it are depressing as shit. First of all, starting with this piece of news, that's kind of depressing. So Hayden Panettiere, who passed away just a couple of days ago at the age of 36, which is, again, extremely sad. So her mom apparently put out like a statement, and apparently her mom's a piece of shit, which I didn't know. Her mom used to be like her manager, and she was fired at some point. So I'm not really very familiar with all of this lore, but like she just sounds like this is the coldest statement I've heard about someone talking about their daughter who just passed away, you know? Like you guys in the live chat 2 days ago were saying warmer and more emotional things and more heartfelt things than this lady's mother, you know? And she had time to think about the statement and write it and use as many words as she could. So Hayden Panettiere's estranged mother and former manager Leslie Vogel speaks out after the actor's death at 36 years old. She says, young people who grew up in the entertainment industry, it is a struggle and it's a very challenging industry, and it's not unusual for them to sadly find the wrong path. I think it becomes difficult to be true to yourself, and I think Hayden sadly lost her way. Whoops. And I wish it were different. I wish she had stayed true to herself because she had many incredible attributes, she told NBC News. Like, what a backhanded way to, like, just say, RIP, I loved my daughter. You know, you don't even have to mention your differences. You don't even have to mention that you think she took a wrong path or you had any disagreements. Just fucking say she was an incredible talent. We loved her dearly. She was great. We'll miss her. The world will miss her. We'll miss her talent. Like, is it so hard to fucking say something like that, lady? Is it so hard? Young people who grew up in the entertainment industry, it is a struggle and it's a very challenging industry, and it's not unusual for them to sadly find the wrong path. I think it becomes very difficult to be true to yourself, and I think Hayden sadly lost her way, and I wish it were different. I wish she had stayed true to herself. That's horrible. Haley says her ex and her ex's brother, with a $5 dono, by the way. Holy shit, Haley. Her ex and her ex's brother were both with her when she died. I'm sure this wasn't an accident. Yeah, I do have a tweet that kind of talks about that. And I have like an excerpt of an interview with her boyfriend who's like laughing about beating her, which is horrible. One second, I just got to tell Elias to text me. Bam. Okay, done. I have, where is it? Right here. Where is it? Oh no, I'll pull it up. We'll pull it up. So this is kind of a more complete statement. I don't know. She says there's a lot of, so Hayden Panettiere's mother's statement to NBC about her daughter's death. I think Hayden was an amazingly talented person in so many departments, and I think young people who grow up in the entertainment industry, it is a struggle and it's a very challenging industry, and it's not unusual for them to sadly find the wrong path. There's a lot of history in the past that Brian has enabled Hayden many times, and this is why her father and I had been concerned for a long time about him. No contact was a choice I made for very specific reasons, and certainly not for lack of care, concern, love. I think it becomes very difficult to be true to yourself, and I think Hayden sadly lost her way, and I wish it were very different. I wish she had stayed true to herself because she had many incredible attributes. I just feel that she's with her brother and they're at peace. So apparently her brother died as well at like the age of 28, which is also very sad. Hayden Panettiere's mother's statement to page 6 after Hayden's memoir was published in May 2026. So this is a previous statement. This was, I guess, a couple days ago. This was from May. The present drama is partially to sell books. There is a personality style which manifests as a need for control, entitlement, and a lack of empathy. The major fear is that someone will see through the mask they present to the world and discover who they truthfully are. This condition cannot be fixed, regardless of continual efforts to support or comfort. No matter the encouragement given, it will never be enough. This personality style does not accept responsibility for life choices and therefore feels they have no need to alter their behavior. After 20 years of trauma, I took the advice of professionals and chose the no contact route. As many parents of entertainment children know, we are all too familiar with the painful observation of watching the self-destructive paths they sometimes choose. No parent hopes for this scenario. We want our children to be the best of themselves and live. So this is such like manipulative talk right there. And like just absolving herself and just being like, well, she chose the wrong path. Again, I don't know what was happening in Hayden Panettiere's personal life, but no mother should be speaking like that about their child publicly. No parent hopes for this scenario. We want our children to be the best of themselves and live a peaceful, joyful life. When someone leaves, the smear campaign begins. Accusations, anger, belittling, gaslighting, etc. are the classic signs of this behavior style. The craving of drama and punitive action is traditional and to be expected. That's fucked up, dude. I'll be right back. I'm just going to grab a spoon for some honey because I realize this is I'm going to be talking a lot for the next 3 hours. Oh, there we go. I'm back. Jesse says the mom is completely responsible. Let me try to look into this history a little bit. Yeah, this honey is like kind of melted, so. Goddamn, it's good. Sarah, I did find the word from Wordle. I did. I hadn't played in a while. If anybody here's on the Discord, I'm back. I'm back to Wordle, baby. I'm back. Artful Decadence. Hello, hello. Here, I'm gonna look for some. Why is the chat refreshing like that every time? That is annoying. Okay, let me head to. E-News.
It's okay to feel the emotions that you're feeling. It can be a very sad and very traumatizing experience. Who doesn't want a relationship with their mother?
Hayden Panettiere's estranged mom, Leslie Vogel, breaking her silence.
God damn, bro. That is not a face you can trust. Just like Michael Jackson, dude. Is it me or does she look like straight up Michael Jackson? Just change the hair. Get rid of the hair. She got that Michael Jackson face. She has Michael Jackson face, dude. Straight up. 100%.
2 days after the death of her daughter. To slam the star's on-again, off-again boyfriend of 8 years, Brian Hickerson, saying, "We hoped she would distance herself from him."
I was in such a lonely, desperate place that I was more afraid of being alone than I was with being with somebody who was physically hurting me.
Brian and Hayden, who apparently reconciled in March, flew to his home state of South Carolina together on August 15th. By the next day, the 36-year-old was dead. A police report obtained by ET showing Brian and his brother Zach were in the apartment as first responders tried and failed to save her life.
Cardiac arrest.
Overdose. CPR is in progress.
Hayden's cause of death is under investigation, and toxicology results could take months. But Hayden's mom seemingly placing some of the blame on Brian. In a statement to ET, she says, quote, "The fact that Brian was with Hayden..."
So yeah, so Brian and his brother, and apparently Brian used to be abusive towards her, and he's even like on camera admitting it and having an interview about it, which is, you know, interesting.
At the time of her death is unsurprising, but devastating nonetheless. Leslie also claims Brian enabled Hayden, and her family had been trying to get rid of him for quite some time, in a phone interview with NBC News. ET reached out to Brian's father, who's not commenting on Leslie's allegations.
You try to pry them out of your life, and they always find a way to sneak back in.
Hayden, writing about her turbulent time with Brian in her 2026 memoir, This Is Me, A Reckoning.
Then one day, when we were on our second bottle of wine, everything changed. You never forget the first time someone slaps you. And just a drop of alcohol, and I didn't have to do anything wrong. It was just a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde situation.
Brian pleaded no.
Damn, dude, she's like shivering as she's saying this stuff. She's been through a fuckload of shit, huh? Like, just look at the stress on her face.
Just a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde situation.
Brian pleaded no
Her lips are quivering.
Contest to 2 felony domestic violence charges in 2021 and served 45 days in jail. In another incident, he allegedly punched Hayden in the face. All of this unfolding as Hayden surrendered custody of her daughter Kaya and struggled with drug and alcohol abuse.
The first thing I thought of when I woke up was alcohol. Not my child, not my job. Addicts aren't patient people. We want and need instant relief.
You talk about at such a young age.
Damn, okay, so she was a pretty heavy alcoholic and drug addict. Oh, I did not know any of that. That's sad.
Financially and emotionally supporting the family. And
it just built and built and built up, and so much resentment and anger.
Where's your mother?
She's
God, I have no idea how she died so far. I think it's unclear. But I hope it wasn't... It might have been an overdose, because they were talking like it sounded like the 911 call said that like there might have been an overdose and she went into cardiac arrest.
right there.
Excuse
Mom,
me?
Mom, we're doing an interview. Yeah, thanks. My mother.
E.T. was with Hayden and her momager during her years as a child
Momager? I did not know that was a term. That is disturbing.
star.
What defines a good mom to you?
Oh gosh. I think my mom describes a good mom. I think someone who understands, who knows that what you're going through.
I know what the moms have to go through, and I know how much they have on their plates.
They split professionally when she was 19.
God, yeah, the mom really looks like a really Michael Jackson-y. I can't look at that. Oh no, I can look at her. No. Cut to the next shot. Kind of a disturbing face, very horror film like kind of face, you know. She could have worked in what was it, Weapons? Artful says momager was first coined with the Kardashians. That's horrible. But yeah, I mean, any parent of a child star, you know, you got to be kind of crazy to put your kids through that and make your kids start working at such a young age and exposing them to such a world at such a young age, and they'll never fully have a real childhood, and they're gonna, you know, probably be maladjusted and be like, you know, it's quite the decision to put your kids through that. Like, I would never let my kid act in like a commercial or anything that might let my kid, you know, want to become or become famous at any young age. Like, never. You know, you go to school, you do whatever a normal kid does, and then like, it's no. Even if my kid is like the greatest actor of all time, it's like, no, you keep that talent hidden, okay? Or like, he can join a little theater, local theater or something, you know? No movies, no commercials, none of that. They're looking to cast a young kid to play whatever. We look away. All right? I'm not looking at that. I'm not filling out that application. We're not doing it. Not over here. Artful says, I hate vicarious parenting. It's almost evil. Yeah, and it's always like some kind of parent that couldn't make it themselves, or like their dream was to be a football player. I wanted to be an actress. I wanted to be the ballet dancer. And then now their kids have an eating disorder all of a sudden, you know?
Very clearly prioritized herself, which I should not be shocked by. When people ask me about the relationship, if there's any hope for future, I always say that
I mean, look at the mom slapping that fur coat, you know what I mean? Daughter made some money, momager, wearing them fur coats, getting them that freaky plastic surgery.
If there's any hope for future, I always say that I always leave that door cracked open. You pray for it and you hope it eventually comes, but she slammed that door pretty hard in my face.
Now Leslie's remembering her daughter as an incredibly talented person in so many areas of her life. She says it's heartbreaking to see the struggles that can come with growing up in the entertainment industry.
What a lovely and heartfelt comment by the mother. So La Bella Vita. La Bella Vita, the beautiful life, says, even in death, this woman can't muster sympathy for her child. This reads like a statement you'd give about a coworker, but this is the same woman who abandoned Hayden after being fired as her manager and didn't want to have a relationship with her. She's trash. So yeah, so apparently once she fired her mom, that's when the mom kind of became a piece of shit and just was like, you know what? No, I choose no contact. And here's the interview with her ex-boyfriend who was abusive towards her. And like apparently like he laughs or smiles when they bring up the abuse, which is fucking weird.
Have you read Hayden's book? So what did you think?
Hayden's book.
Have you read Hayden's book? So what did you think?
Hayden's book's incredible.
Despite some of the, you know, kind of
Is he drunk? Oh, the book's incredible.
rehashing some of the things that happened between you guys, you still thought it was good?
No, I think it's great. I think everyone should read it. I mean, the domestic violence stuff that I think is like 272, page 272, my chapter. Everybody should read it.
What the fuck is wrong with this guy? Page 272. I think it's page 272. Everybody should read it. Yeah.
How was it for you reading
Yeah.
that?
But you
reading that?
you
reading that?
Yeah.
What was it for you reading that?
But you
That?
Sorry, I got this is a serious matter. I'm not gonna do this.
I mean, it was, who wants to read something about themselves like that, right?
Fuck. I think that's the part where he smiles about it.
Who wants to read something about themselves like that, right? But, you know, you got to be vulnerable. And,
the side mouth is like, Jesus Christ, bro. What is going on here with that mouth? The hell? Oh.
themselves like that, right? But, you know, you got to be vulnerable. And, you know, I did it.
Oh. Oh my God, dude. If you come on, Hayden, you were charmed by this guy? Oh my God. Okay, we got to slow this down a little bit. We got to slow this down a little bit.
I did it. I did it.
Oh man, dude. Why is he dressed like a college frat bro? Like, dude, you're not playing beer pong right now? I just gotta see how it starts. Like there's literally phases to this thing. Starts with that, then turns the head to the side. That used to be his move in college at frat parties. That used to be the look at like, hey, yeah, I just won the beer pong game. You want to go up and look at my? You want to go to the yard and play some cornhole? You want to play some cornhole, if you know what I mean? Winks. He says, you want to play some corn? Okay, so here it is.
No,
you want to play some cornhole, if you know what I mean? Yeah, I would not play cornhole with this man. Get nowhere near this man or his cornhole.
Was there anything before that you asked Hayden to keep out of the book?
Yeah.
What did you not want her to talk about in the book?
So there's a story where I was drunk, right? Hayden was standing across the room, and I had a phone in my hand, and I said, Hayden, I said, I'll give you 10 seconds to run as fast as you can before I throw it at you.
Yeah, that would be very tough to...
That's crazy, man. And like in relation to what we were doing yesterday, and looking at the Dr. Food and Shru stuff, where he was like literally physically harming her on camera, and it was just fucking insane. It's just like shitty stuff to listen to, man.
Read about yourself, but also would be a horrific situation to be in as well.
Of course.
Do you think this is an important chapter for not just survivors to read, but also for people that are abusers? Do you think it's important for both sides to be reading something like this?
I think it's more important for abusers. My biggest thing about domestic violence is I don't think it is taught early enough in life. Never in my life did I ever get taught what domestic
Don't hit a woman. I was never taught that.
violence was, right? Life did I ever get taught what domestic violence was, right?
What the fuck is that?
It's taught early enough in life. Never in my life did I ever get taught what domestic violence was.
It's like he's talking about aliens. What is it, like aliens or something? You know? I was never taught about, like, I don't know, no aliens or something. I was never told about domestic violence. What is that? What the fuck? Come on, man. I was never taught. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. I was never taught about domestic. I was never taught about no domestic violence. Never. What is that? And then he does the side smile.
What domestic violence was, right? Maybe if I did at an early age, maybe.
Again with the face? Come on, man. Come on. Yeah. Oh, imagine, yeah, just seriously, imagine living with that, dude.
Maybe I wouldn't have done what I did.
Oh, maybe I
At
wouldn't
an
have done what I
early
did.
age. Maybe I wouldn't have done what I did.
Oh, so many slappable. Oh, God, so obnoxious, man. God, dude. Ew, man. I hate this man. If this man made you feel like shitting or puking, he's not alone, folks, because now these are the following foods that have been recalled or recalled in America. Now, let me just make sure this isn't AI. No, seems real. Seems legit. Now, people are trying to say, well, they're down since the last decade. Let's see. This all seems kind of crazy. Let's see. Frozen blueberries have been recalled because of possible E. coli. Iceberg lettuce, shell eggs, mixed berries, pistachio nut butter, green powder supplements, jalapeno containing dips, soup kits. Those are, I think, the tomato soup kits containing listeria, salad dressings, granola, dog food, jalapeno peppers, pizza cheese bread products. For potential, there's a lot of salmonella. That's all in July, huh? Dried herring fish because of botulism risk. Requesón cheese, soft ricotta cheese, both for listeria contamination. Infant formula for botulism risk. Multiple cheese varieties for listeria contamination. Cottage cheese and ricotta products, listeria contamination. Organic moringa capsules and powder, salmonella contamination. Oh, this is kind of fun. I kind of wish I read the whole... I want... Okay. Okay. So most of the stuff I read at first was E. coli, cyclospora, or salmonella. Where are we at now? Smoked whole herring, botulism risk, enoki mushrooms, listeria contamination, Parmesan ranch dressing, salmonella contaminations, cheese and garlic croutons, salmonella. They got into the croutons? They got into the croutons? How? Tahina. What? They got into the tahini? The Arabic stuff? Come on. That's bullshit. That's what you used to make hummus and stuff. And just like, you know, tahina dressing. Tahina, no. The tahina is not contaminated, folks. It would never be. Unless it was made in like Israel or something. Then of course it's contaminated. If it's Israeli tahini, then that shit contaminated as fuck. Throw it out right now. Specialty beverages, salmonella contamination. Multiple green superfood supplements, salmonella. Powdered beverage mixes, salmonella. What? Infant formula. Bacillus cereus toxin contamination. Potato chips. Really? Potato chips? Salmonella. Pork rinds and seasoning products, salmonella. Snack mixes, salmonella. Sour cream and onion cheese curds, salmonella. Flavored popcorn seasoning, say it together now, salmonella. Coleslaw products, microorganism growth risk. Pita chips, pita chips? Come on, man. The pita chips and tahini. What are we doing here, folks? What are we doing here? Anyways, it's not these aren't Arab pita chips. These are American-made pita chips, like the ones you get in a Whole Foods or something, or a Trader Joe's, okay? Everybody relax. What else we got? Chocolate bars. What? Salmonella contamination? White cheddar seasoning? Salmonella? Kippered herring. Botulism risk. Peeled garlic. Botulism. What is botulism, bruv? A rare severe illness caused by a dangerous poison made by Clostridium botulinum bacteria. The poison attacks your nerves and leads to muscle weakness, trouble breathing, and paralysis. It is a medical emergency that could cause death if doctors do not treat it fast. I do not want no botulism. Back to the list. Peeled garlic, botulism. Raw milk cheddar cheese, E. coli. Brain tonic supplements, botulism. Dried croaker fish, risk of harmful bacteria and toxins. Salmon products, listeria. Cream cheese and tofu spreads, listeria. Chicken dog treats, salmonella. Yellowfin tuna, Clostridium botulinum contamination. Organic chia seeds, salmonella. Green superfood supplements, salmonella. Tamales, potential listeria contamination. My Latino brothers and sisters. My hombres and hombras. The tamales, come on. Shrimp paste, lead contamination. Come on, who be eating shrimp paste? Out of all this shit, that sounds like the nastiest. Like, I don't even eat, like, shrimp. I'm not a fan of shrimp, but shrimp paste? You're making that shit into a paste? Meat should not be made into pastes. Once I was watching Shark Tank back in the day, and someone made, like, a chicken dip. Like, the chicken was the dip. You know what I mean? It was like a creamy chicken. Like, to get that away from me. Why are you making dips? Why are you making shrimp paste? Shrimp should remain a solid. What else we got? Chocolate bars again. You can't write chocolate bars twice to make the line longer. Oh, this one has salmonella contaminant. Okay, this one. Oh, come on. Oh, January. Sorry, January. Sea moss gel superfood, botulism, and cheese products potential listeria contamination, folks. Jose Kelly asks, you've never had potted meat? Potted meat? What is potted meat? There's stuff like Spam, which I don't fuck with, you know? But, like, that's what you're talking about? No, I don't have Spam. I don't fuck with, like, foie gras. You know? Duck liver. It's nasty, dude. I won't have... It's like, again, it's like a cream that they spread on, like, a little piece of bread. A little duck liver. And you know how that duck liver gets, like, so fatty? They force feed these ducks, man. It's fucking sad, dude. I know I eat animals and stuff, but, like, come on, don't force feed them. Have more, duck. Gotta get your liver fatty. Just so that you can have the delicious foie gras. Nasty shit. Dana. Sufyan Ali with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Dana. A bit late, but بدي اضربه كف لهالوسخ. Oh, the boyfriend, yeah, fucking annoying as shit. كلنا بدنا نضربه كف. نخنقه كمان. عم بمزح بماينكرافت. Yeah, foie gras is like pate, duck liver pate. Nasty. Anyways, a lot of foods to avoid. I guess McDonald's is the safest thing you can eat now. In America. Or Chick-fil-A? Probably Chick-fil-A. Stick to Chick-fil-A. Oh, we got a little update. Why did I get so excited about this one? Remember the Shmuley video? 99999999999 dancing on the little boy? Which is super fucked up, obviously. Okay, the last video, by the way, the last time I talked about this, the video got, like, age restricted. It was because about this, I'm going to be way more friendly. Okay? He's dancing near a child. Again, wasted. 99999999999. Remind me never to be at a party with Rabbi Shmuley. Dude's getting fucking trashed and there's children around him, dude. He's like drinking, he's holding like a cup of wine, dancing on the children, disgustingly, and then putting his hands up in the air like he just don't care and saying 9999999, wasted. Like, come on, man, hold it together. It's literally a children's party, and why are you letting the children near the bar area, near the adults, as they're like gyrating? You got fucking Willy Wonka over here pouring himself a drink. What the fuck is going on here? Okay, so anyways, this was part one of the video. We have a new angle, apparently, folks. We have the continuity, the continuation of the 99999. I just got to listen to 9999 one more time. Okay, so we got part two. This is another angle, folks. A new angle. Again, it's this fuck. It's the little boy. It's the victim. Dude, there's kids around, man. There's literal children around. Like, the kid's face is in the camera. Look at this. What the fuck? Dude, this guy's a hazard. Like, this guy needs to be arrested. Like, literally, man. Put this man in prison. What's this guy laughing about in the back? What are you fucking Is that his son? Is that his dumbass IDF son? But what is this? This is worse than part one. Believe it or not. This is more disgusting than part one. 99999999999. God, man. This is fucked up. Yeah, the child is filming. Like, he's making the child film like the soft core fucking prawn. And I think the lady's like, hey, well, you're embarrassing yourself. He's like, give me a moment. Don't interrupt me. One moment, Sheila. That's just fucking crazy, bro. I need to use this for a thumbnail, dude. Why haven't I used this for a thumbnail? Next time Shmuley's making the thumbnail, this is where the video's coming from. Straight up, the screenshot is coming from this. I need to save this video forever, dude. How do I... I'm saving this shit. I'm saving it. There we go. Add it to my bookmarks, sadly. This is now part of my bookmarks. Forever. 99999999999. This is crazy, dude. Anyways, this is I saved it for thumbnail purposes for the future. This is some classic Rabbi Shmuley. Oh my god. Also, funny little update. We talked about on Better Left Unsaid. We had a little mini reunion last time. We had Comrade Casey, James, and myself. We did a chill little stream. Last minute, talked about what was happening on the USS Abraham, USS George Washington. All those poor sailors that have volunteered to bomb Middle Eastern countries. Oh, I feel so bad for them. They can't get their snacks. They can't get their chocolate bars. They're running out of food on those things, you know, as they bomb and murder people and as they support the Israeli government and the U.S. government and bombing innocent people and bombing countries in a region that they have no business being in. They struggling. Some of them want to throw themselves off, you know, the top of the boat because they feel so bad. They just feel so bad because of what they're doing. I feel bad for those, you know. Keep fighting those. But anyways, here's a video that we talked about, but I didn't have access to the video. One of them is literally missing the birth of his child to fight the Epstein class's war for them. Look at that. Dude missed the birth of his daughter and never met her because he's too busy serving the Epstein class and helping them murder children. What a pathetic cuck.
Back on the Abraham Lincoln, it can be tough to keep spirits high day in, day out for the nearly 5,000 people.
Imagine missing the birth of your daughter to bomb little school children in Iran and then coming back be like, I was defending your freedoms. It's like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Oh, down here, they use vegan boots, really?
On board. Because of its limited port visits, the Navy considers this deployment among the longest consecutive days at sea for any aircraft carrier.
I mean, I haven't stepped off the ship in the year 2026.
Most have been here more than 6 months, under constant threat and change and missing their families.
What kind of toll does that take on you personally?
It's tough. I said I had my first kid born in February, so
wow.
Very excited to get home, meet her.
You've never met your daughter?
Nope.
So she was born right around when this conflict started.
She was born February 6th, so I was able to get on FaceTime, watch the birth, talk to my wife before everything went down. So.
And you don't know when you'll be able to do
nope.
that?
We'll see. I mean, hopefully home soon, but unfortunately it's a common story on the ship, I think. You know, get in the Navy, this is what you kind of sign up for.
Pamela Brown.
I could be like, oh, that's so sad, but like, you know, they murdered 168 school kids, so he's still gonna get to go home and meet his kid. It might be a little bit late. Who gives a shit? You know? At least he has a daughter. His daughter's safe at home. Can you say that about little kids in Iran, little kids in Gaza, little kids in Lebanon right now? The South Lebanon at the very least. So, big fucking whoop, my guy. You'll eventually get home. You'll eventually meet your daughter, and she'll be in one piece. Literally one piece. Here's some a little vlog.
AKA the bathroom. The shower's right here, you feel me? This is what we go through on a carrier. And
I think I gotta mute it. Those are the showers. Look at that.
This is crazy. This ain't even the worst part, man. Sinks atrocious.
Toilets. Look at that. Oh my god. Look at those toilets. Dude, just like get a brush.
Come on now, join in.
Like, dude, just get a brush. Without, they don't even have to use soap. You can at least get rid of that brown gunk on the side. Like, what are you talking about? That's just, by the way, that is just like accumulated shit on the sides right there. That, like, don't they have someone to, like, on, like, toilet duty? Don't they have someone scrubbing toilets? Doesn't the military love to, like, haze new recruits or something? Don't you make the new recruits clean the toilets every day? Why am I giving you guys ideas? Don't they do that in frats? And frats got it from the military, so everybody's like, you know, let's, like, just get some new recruits who just joined. Be like, oh, you new over here? Come on over. Or has it been so long? They've been on this fucking ship for so long that even the new recruits have abandoned their posts. They're like, fuck that, man. It's the new recruits that have been trying to jump off, probably. Yeah. Sorry if this is nasty, yeah. Like,
right? Join the Navy. Yeah, alright, bro.
These are the showers. The showers on a U.S. Navy aircraft carrier deployed to Iran. The USA deindustrialized and closed most of its shipyards ages ago under Reagan-era austerity measures. Now, the few remaining shipbuilders charge obscenely inflated monopoly prices to keep these old rust buckets afloat. So these are the showers. Look at that. Oh my God, look at the mold on the floor, man. On the walls. Dude, this is toxic shit, dude. Like, you gotta wear flip-flops. You gotta wear a hazmat suit. Forget the flip-flops, but like, at the very least, you gotta get some flippy-floppies on, man. This is horrendous. Oh Lord. Polish. Oh, Polish was eating. Sorry, Polish. Should have given a trigger warning. That was pretty nasty. Haley with the $2 super chat. Thanks so much, Haley. Says what you signed up for? So why did you sign up? Exactly. I guess those brochures are a bit outdated. You know, they showed him a very nice. I'd actually be curious to see the material that they give them before they sign up. Like, here's the ship you'll be on. And it's probably, you know, from 35 years ago. It's not updated at all. Because yeah, but now they know. Now the world knows what the fuck this is. Shit. But again, signups are back. Record levels of signups. We're gonna make a transition to Lebanon. Before we talk about the depressing stuff, I do want to show you guys this guy, but I'm gonna translate it for you guys. I just came across this on TikTok. It was recommending it for me as I was looking for Dr. Food and Shurut content for yesterday's stream. And this is like some guy. I don't know who the fuck he is. Okay, I think he's called Sushi Expert. Let's just look into Sushi Expert real quick. He's got 20K followers. Okay, the guy, he goes live on Moses Sadiv or Moses Saad Live. Okay, Moses Saad Live. And he goes to like restaurants, sushi facts. He talks about sushi all the time. So he went to like this restaurant to like apparently fix it or something. And he just gets into a fight with like the chef. And like, look at how they just honestly like, they're just pushing the chef to his limits at this point, and then they're escalating the situation when it doesn't need to be escalated. It's just crazy obnoxious.
Permission. أنا عندي البرميشن. أنا عندي البرميشن. أنا عندي البرميشن أتدخل.
So it's literally, it's starting, he's saying, I have permission, and then you see a guy grabbing the chef, like telling him like, Dano, like come here, man.
برو عم بقول لك شو عم بقول لك انا عندي اليوم البرميشن تتدخل انت خيي انت الشيف مانك الاونر لتتدخل هدفنا.
He's telling him you're just the chef, you're not the owner, you know, so for you to like, you know, butt in. I've been given permission from the owner to come here and criticize you. So let's see what happened. Why did the chef get so annoyed by this guy? Let's see.
اليوم انه نقيم المحل اللي اسمه ميكسارو. حكاني الاونر وطلبني شخصيا كرمال اجي اقيم المحل لانه اذا مش انا مين غيري. مش مرحبا.
He's already coming in. He's sweaty as shit, by the way. He's got his back all sweaty.
كيفك؟ تمام. انا الاونر طلب مني انه اجي اقيم المطبخ والاكل. اوكي. فاليوم شو خبرك شيء؟ خبرك صح؟ انا جاي.
Why would an owner agree to this, by the way? Like, why would an owner trust the reputation of his restaurant into the hands of like a fucking TikToker? Like, you think this, like, is this just marketing for the restaurant? Is this a good ad for the Mixado restaurant, the Mexican restaurant? I'm starting to think this is all fake.
فيك انت تقول لي مثلا اول شيء هيدا ليه هون؟
Like, I'm here to like analyze your restaurant and your kitchen. The owner asked me to do that, and I was like, okay, why is that thing here first of all?
هيدا سوري؟
البنزين فيه درجة حرارة الجريل.
اوكي هيدا ما بيحطوها هون بس ما بقى تحطها هون.
He's like, what's that thing? He's like, it's the thermometer so that I can measure the grill's heat. He's like, okay, you shouldn't put that here. Okay.
هون انا اللي بقرر.
هلا انت بتقرر ليك انت بتقرر لما انت تكون لحالك. هلا انا جبني الاونر لأنا اتدخل بكل شيء.
He's like, look, it's just so happens to be here now. He's like, okay, but like I'm here now, so I'm telling you what's right and what's wrong. He's already being a dick about it.
بدي اعطي ملاحظات. مرحبا كيفك انت مين؟ كيفك؟ تفضل. شو بدكم تحضروا لي اليوم؟
عبالك تجرب طرف الكاسادية؟
ايه فينا.
He's like, okay, what are you guys gonna make me today? He's like, we're gonna make you a quesadilla. He's like, all right, cool.
فينا.
صار كان بعد شوي؟
بعيد. ليه زعجك؟
So just ask him, can you move a little bit? Because he needs to get to the station. You know, he's like, can I move? And so the guy's like, oh, you want me to move? Why? Am I bothering you? He's being like, you know what I mean? He's being extra annoying about it.
صار كان بعد شوي؟
بعيد. ليه زعجك؟
I'm sorry, can you move a little bit? He's like, you want me to move? Why? Am I bothering you? He's like, yeah, there's food over there, and you should be wearing a glove right now because you're around food. So the chef is being actually pretty right about all this shit.
لا أنا أتعلم.
خلي هيك ما حافظك بدك توقف هون.
لا ما بيصير كفي.
ما بيصير بدي اشتغل.
ما بيصير فيك.
لابس هرمت كمان.
ها؟
مالك لابس هرمت.
ما شو بيصير؟ شو بيصير؟
لا يا خيي هيدا اكل بيزبط.
He's telling the guy, you gotta move. Okay, you gotta get out of the way. You're not even wearing like a hood and shit. He's like, I can't have you around the food. You're not even sanitized. Get the fuck out of the way.
بس خليك معي بس ليه طب ما تمد ايدك طيب اوكي خلص مش الحال بس دقيقة
And then like the guy just comes and shoves him. Like why'd the guy shove him? Like the guy's like, he's the one escalating. Why'd you move the chef out of the way?
بس دقيقة بس انت ما فيك تحكينا اصلا هيك هون. انا اللي بقرر هون شو بيصير. انا إلي الحق اني اقرر مش انت.
He's like, I decide. You can't talk to me like this. I decide what happens here. I decide.
لا مش انت اللي بتقرر. انا عندي اليوم البرميشن انه اتدخل. بدك تتحمل. انا عندي البرميشن اني اتدخل اليوم.
يلا
برو عم بقول لك شو عم بقول لك؟ انا عندي اليوم البرميشن تتدخل. وين الاونر؟ دق لي للاونر.
He keeps saying, I have permission to decide what's happening here.
خيي انت الشيف مانك الاونر لتتدخل. انا ما قدرت لا اجرب اكل ولا شفت ايامت الاكل بس اكيد ايامت المطبخ وانا هيدا الشيء شرف كبير لإلي انه اليوم انا قدمت شغلي بس الشيف عنده ايجو ما تقبلني وانا كمان هلا مفروض اترك وامشي لانه المحل ما بيحترموني فيه انا مفروض فل منه. انا عندي البرميشن
Complete jackass. I think I'm starting to. I don't think it's fake because he didn't even end up eating the food, but like it did make the kitchen seem extra clean. He did make the chef be like, "Hey, motherfucker, you don't have the hairnet on. You don't have the arm nets on." Again, in Lebanon, they make people wear arm nets, arm hair, folks. We were hairy. What do we do? So, anyways, enough of that. Let's get into one of the most depressing videos I've seen in a while, folks. It is in the thumbnail of the video. This is a Lebanese highway in South Lebanon full of Israeli flags. I cannot even describe what it feels like to look at something like this. So this is a tweet from Vintage Vault. Says, this is how the Lebanese state protects Lebanon by giving genocidal Israelis carte blanche to plant their flags on our soil, kill our people, then occupy and destroy villages in the name of diplomacy, they say. This is a video taken by an Israeli military jeep. With Israeli flags all along the highway. Now, we're going to play a little game today. You guys know my thoughts on the deal, the peace agreement that the Lebanese government has signed with the state of Israel, which claims that the Israelis will continue to occupy the south to create some kind of security zone as long as the Lebanese government fails to disarm Hezbollah. So as long as Hezbollah is still armed and is still a threat and is still operating anywhere in or around the south, Israel will maintain the land that they took from Lebanon. Okay? Now, people like me find that this is complete, betrayal. And it's a betrayal of the people of the south. It's a betrayal of the Lebanese resistance. You're just handing Israelis land. And you have no ability to disarm Hezbollah because you're not qualified to disarm Hezbollah. Neither should you disarm Hezbollah if you're not prepared to defend your country from Israel. But anyways, that's not the case. Okay, let's say I'm completely down with this deal. I'm one of the fans that was like, you know what? Fuck yes, let's sign the peace agreement with Israel. They don't plan on keeping the land. They're just holding on to the land, right? They're just holding on to it temporarily, protecting it until the Lebanese army is able to disarm Hezbollah and prove that they are the ones that control the land and Hezbollah is no longer a threat here, and, you know, we can move back into the towns, and Israel will slowly move out. Great. Let's say I have completely bought into that. I am for the peace agreement with Israel. Great. Let's slowly disarm Hezbollah using the Lebanese military. Perfect. Are they qualified to do so? Do they have the weapons to do so? Do they have the funding to do so? Let's not think about that. Let's not think about that. Beyond even thinking about that, should Lebanon be signing any agreement with the Israelis, a genocidal nation that is currently murdering Palestinians every single day, stealing more land in Palestine every single day, stealing land in Syria, bombing Palestine, bombing Lebanon, murdering Lebanese families and children and women? Let's forget all of that. And whether we should even be negotiating to be allied with such countries, you know? Let's say I'm a fan of the deal. So now Israelis are just holding on to the land temporarily until they give it back to us, oh so graciously, as they always do. They're known for returning land. That's what Israelis are known for. Once they get on a piece of land, they love giving it back to the people that rightfully own it. So now that we're here, I think I think the peace deal is great, right? Why the fuck, if they're holding on to the land temporarily, why do they keep planting their flags every fucking where they go? Do they need to plant 14 of them? Does this not make you feel like maybe, just maybe, they don't plan on returning the land? Does this not make you concerned of signing any kind of agreement with the Israelis when this is what they do with the land that they're given? And by the way, they have at this point burnt over 20% of all of the farmland in South Lebanon. They control 6% of our entire landmass. They have wiped 82 villages off the face of the earth. They continue to burn forests, destroy infrastructure, and any school, any hospital, any university. They're making South Lebanon unlivable. It is the Gaza playbook that they're now applying here. So even if they do return the land, they are violating the land. They are destroying the land. They are raping the land. Which it's a land that we will still love and cherish and rehabilitate and bring back to its former glory someday. It's going to take ages and centuries, because that land is, some of those trees are older than Israel. Some of the olive trees that they've burnt are older than the state of Israel. Polish Pusher sends a $2 super chat and says, blank, blank to the blank. Or it's more like blank, blank to the blank, blank, blank. Thank you so much, Polish. We all agree with you, Polish. We all agree with you. So I see this, and let's say I'm a Lebanese Christian Zionist. You know what I mean? I was just at that party 2 days ago in Fareya having fun. I'm kidding. Again, there was everybody there. I'm playing into the meme, okay? But I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah. Destroy Hezbollah, bro. Bomb them. Bomb the South. I don't care, as long as my shit here in Christian land is fine. I'm okay. I don't care what Israel and them do. Hezbollah brought it upon themselves. The Shia asked for this, right? That's what those people say. They deserve it. They started this war. We got nothing to do with this. They wanted this war. Let them pay the price. As if we don't benefit from South Lebanon and all of the agriculture and everything that they have over there. It's a beautiful piece of land. It's a historic piece of land. Jesus performed his first miracle in South Lebanon, Bikana, for all you Christians. So Christians should be up in arms about all of this, but they don't seem to care, you know. That's fine. So anyways, why do they have flags up? Why does this look like you're driving to like an Israeli airport right now? And this isn't the only case of flags. They've taken over Chateau Beaufort. They've bombed Chateau Beaufort right underneath it, crumbling the head of the base. Let's see. Search in Twitter. I mean, this is all the same, but like, look, Israel, let's put up flags all over stuff. Oh, here's another video. Fuck. By the way, if you're wondering, I mean, this is like potato quality. I don't know what the fuck this is. But in case you're wondering why, even with this shit quality, 120p quality, look at how beautiful this place is. More flags. Look at all these flags. Does this look like a situation where they plan on returning the land? Or does this seem like it's kind of permanent? What does this look like to you? Anna, to me, it seems like the Israelis got the perfect deal for them. They know the Lebanese government can't get rid of Hezbollah. And they know that their very existence in South Lebanon is only going to reinforce Hezbollah and make Hezbollah want to fight back even more. So they got themselves the ultimate deal, get to stay in South Lebanon and get to occupy South Lebanon for the foreseeable future, if not forever. Lebanese government can't do anything to stop Hezbollah. Israel is the only way they could want to stop Hezbollah if they wanted to, because they're the only ones with the military equipment or anything to be able to do anything like that. And even they are going to struggle unless they bomb all of Lebanon. So what's going to happen is that Israel is going to control South Lebanon for decades. I mean, in my humble opinion, I don't think they plan on leaving anytime soon. Because why would they? The Lebanese president and the Lebanese government signed an agreement telling them that they can stay as long as Hezbollah is armed. And Hezbollah is going to be armed for a very long time. So, if you're one of the people that are like, well, they were just here until we disarm Hezbollah, well, you know, it's temporary. Yeah, there's a whole lot of fucking flags. There's a whole lot of fucking flags all across that fucking land. 6% of our total landmass that they just fucking grabbed under everyone's fucking nose. And again, the world let us genocide slide. The word sat by as a genocide took place. You think anyone's going to do anything about this? You think anyone gives a shit about this? Israelis have been settling on the West Bank for years and years and decades. About anything happen? You think anyone's going to bat an eye at this? Even Lebanese Christians don't care. You got people in Lebanon that don't care about this. Like, whatever. It's not. They asked for this shit. Whatever, man. Just as long as we have peace with Israel, as long as we don't have to deal with this shit anymore, fuck it. We just want to live our lives. While they plant flags in your soil, I find that just completely disheartening. I find it heartbreaking, and the fact that our own government sold us out like that, sold out the people of the South, sold out the whole Shia community, bro, and just handed Israel a piece of land. And even in the peace agreement itself, I think, you know, the Lebanese diplomats that like were part of it were like, we made them right that they have no geographical aspirations. They don't want to take the land. They told us themselves. Yeah, okay. Good job, buddy. Good job. The Israelis told you they don't want to take the land? Okay. And you believe them? So it's crazy. This is from Layla Hatoum, or actually Leb now. A viral video of an Israeli drone conducting a provocative flight over the heads of residents of western town of Zawatar. Layla says Israeli occupation drone harassing southern Lebanese citizens in their southern Lebanese home of Zautar. Oh, Zautar al-Gharbiyya, western Zautar. For enabling this, F you Donald Trump. Okay, so let's see. Look at these Israeli drones. Just like harassing, trying to provoke these guys into like maybe like throwing a rock at it so they have an excuse to bomb them. Not that they need an excuse, they just sit there and bomb people all day. But like, not to mention the sound that these things make on a routine basis. The constant droning, the constant buzzing that you hear anytime you're in Beirut, anywhere. It's just this monotonous, continuous fucking buzzing that never stops. Look at this. It's just like fucking with these people. Like what? What? We're on your land, we can kill you. They're taunting them. Can you imagine trying to live on your own land and you have a genocidal occupying force just taunting you like this and basically telling you we can do whatever we want with you. No one gives a shit. We're literally playing. This is like a game for us. It's unbelievably fucked up. It's so fucked up. Oh yeah, the water tower. Hello, we'll check it. Nada Hamsi says today Israel took out El Mansouri village's water tower. Yeah, let me. I need to get you guys a tweet about that. At least a picture of it because it's fucked. Look at this. Look at this photo. Sarah, breaking: Israel just blew up the public water reservoir in Mansouri, South Lebanon, cutting off the town's water supply. Not a military target, a water reservoir. Essential civilian infrastructure. This is a war crime. This is an act of genocide. This was yesterday. So yeah, Nada Humsi says about that incident. Today, Israel took out Al Mansouri village's water tower, killing all possibility of life there, according to the mayor. But there's a much bigger problem than infrastructural destruction. This is Israel's template for territorial expansion. There we go. Israel issued a forced displacement order for Al Mansouri on August 5th, while Israel and Lebanon were negotiating in Rome, prompting a brief suspension in talks before they resumed. Since then, residents haven't been able to return. Some 130 families had returned to the Lebanon-controlled side of the village following the ceasefire in June. Now, post-August 5, residents are prevented from returning to 100% of the villages. Daily strikes, shelling, and artillery fire. The Lebanese army is also blocked from entering too. Our own military is cucked and can't even enter our own land because the Israeli military is there conducting their operations. And by conducting operations, they're destroying whatever they see in front of them. Again, razing it to the ground, making a parking lot. So even the Lebanese army, if the Lebanese army gets too close to an Israeli checkpoint, they shoot at the Lebanese army. They shoot them and kill them. And those are supposed to be the Lebanese army's allies as well. Turns out this wasn't a cute little temporary displacement order that allows people to return after a couple of airstrikes. The village is now fully depopulated and under de facto Israeli control. It was taken out of Lebanese control during a ceasefire and while Lebanon was negotiating for Israel's withdrawal. So anytime someone tries to tell you that the Lebanese government is negotiating with Israel and the peace agreement and the deal and Marco Rubio and all that bullshit, we just literally handed Israel South Lebanon on a silver platter. And we're just all watching them destroy every single thing there, make it unlivable, essentially. Plants, trees, everything. Everything. They're dumb. Even if they wanted to take it over, why are you burning all the trees, you dumb fucks? Like, it's just fucking... Anyways. And people here either don't care. They're like, yeah, fuck it. It's, the Shia deserve it. That's what they asked for. Or they're like naive to be like, well, they'll give it back. They'll give it back essentially. It's diplomacy. It's how it works. Look, they left in 2000. They'll leave again. It's like... So, it's exhausting. Sophia Loves Monkeys says, oh, but if less than 40, 50 people are unlived in a short period of time, it's nothing. That's winning, apparently. Yeah, it's crazy. We got not in my name in chat. Not in my name _ anti-Zionist Jew. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Not in my name anti-Zionist Jew. Fuck yeah. We need more anti-Zionist Jews. Welcome. A warm welcome to you. This is random. A tourist in Lebanon documented the destruction of an ice cream shop in southern Lebanon, destroyed by Israel. Locals say it served the best vanilla ice cream in the city. Got to try that someday.
Amongst all this war, I just keep hearing about this ice cream. It must have been some damn good ice cream. This was ice cream?
Yes, natural ice cream.
And they destroyed the natural ice cream?
Yes.
I'm enraged now. They destroyed your favorite ice cream shop? What was your favorite flavor of ice cream from there?
It's named Ashta, like vanilla.
Like vanilla.
Yeah, Ashta ice cream is fucking delicious, yo. Delicious.
His favorite flavor of ice cream next door was vanilla at the famous ice cream shop, and the fucking blue and white, they fucking destroyed it. Now his son fucking doesn't get his vanilla ice cream anymore.
God damn, man, look at their house, dude. We should. This is a normal. Like we should have normalized. Like I'm just looking at these people. This family's home completely fucking destroyed. I'm like, oh yeah, just another day in the life for these guys.
Ice cream from his father.
His father ran the ice cream store.
Yes, his father.
I'm sorry about the ice cream store. I heard the ice cream was like the best in the city. Amongst all this war.
This is the attack that happened a few days ago that killed 11 people.
The scent of death mingles with the sound of drones overhead. 7 people were killed here when an Israeli airstrike destroyed this house and damaged the one next to it. Among the dead were Zainab and her 3 children.
Her 4 children. We looked at pictures of their family. All 4 kids were killed.
She was a teacher. The family had sought refuge in Ansar only 10 days earlier, hoping it would be safer here. It wasn't. Their story is one among many in southern Lebanon, where civilians displaced by months of fighting are finding fewer places beyond the reach of Israeli strikes. As we left the scene, an ambulance alerted us to another attack.
Allahu Akbar.
In Deir al-Zahrani, only a few kilometers away, another Israeli airstrike. This time in broad daylight. More casualties. Lebanese authorities say several people were killed and others wounded. Lebanon's president, speaker, and prime minister condemned the attacks. President Joseph Aoun said they violated the framework agreement with Israel and international laws protecting civilians.
This is adding another layer of complication.
Like I don't even like the president. Like, is the Lebanese president and is the government really shocked that the Israelis broke the agreement and that they're killing civilians? Like, I mean, I can't say anything here because I'll literally go to prison. But like. No, what did the guy like?
To this conflict, there is a ceasefire, but there is no ceasefire. This is the dilemma here, because the Lebanese government and the Israeli government have reached a kind of an agreement, and this agreement is not holding practically. Yes, it's holding in headlines, it's holding in kind of negotiations on the table, but it's not holding for people who are being killed.
Yeah, it's holding for Israel. They're bombing us. Hezbollah, for the most part, is abiding by the ceasefire. It's literally Israel bombing the living shit out of Lebanon, literally emptied out villages. The villages are empty. They're depopulated already. They're just fucking destroying them. The people already banned from returning. They're still bombing them. They just want to make sure there's nothing to return to. Or that the ground is ready enough for them to start building their bases and their homes and whatever the fuck they want to build over there.
Israel says its latest strikes followed what it described as an action by Hezbollah against Israeli soldiers on the Ali Tahir Ridge. It overlooks Nabatiyeh and surrounding areas and has become one of the most contested points in the conflict. Israeli forces have been operating around the ridge, outside the territory they are occupying, while repeatedly striking surrounding areas. Hezbollah says Israel is using military pressure to impose new realities on the ground.
That's the Beaufort Castle.
Its Secretary General Naim Qassem warned that continued attacks would not go unanswered.
We will not accept the violation of our sovereignty. We will not accept Israel's continued actions, nor will we accept the American tutelage that seeks to steal this country, rob it of its national identity, and steal the future of its children.
The diplomacy may be moving forward, but here in southern Lebanon, events on the ground are moving in the opposite direction. And every new strike risks widening the gap between those negotiations and the ceasefire that people here have yet to experience. Ali Hashim, Al Jazeera, Ansar, Southern Lebanon.
Oh, fucking pool. There is no ceasefire, again. It's a ceasefire for Israel. This is a video from AP Archive. It says Israeli troops continue demolishing buildings in South Lebanese village. And presumably these are all empty villages at this point. They're all completely empty. They've been depopulated. That's crazy, man. I wonder if that's an Israeli tractor? Oh yeah, sorry, that's a tank. Fucking Israeli tank, bro. On our land, just demolishing houses, demolishing buildings. Now this is interesting. This is a video from Middle East Eye from yesterday. It's called Lebanese Elites Have a Long History of Courting Zionism. Now, we've already talked about this. We've already talked about Antoun al-Sahnawi, the rich Lebanese banker who's now going out with Morgan Ortagus, who was the American/Israeli envoy for like Lebanon, etc. He's going to talk about all that shit.
Lebanese President Joseph Aoun met Donald Trump in the White House on July the 21st. Aoun told Trump and the press that he wants to end the state of hostility between Lebanon and Israel forever. When Aoun later spoke at the Lebanese embassy, he identified sovereignty with disarming non-state actors rather than liberation from foreign occupation. In line with Zionist claims, Aoun said the root cause of armed resistance is Hezbollah's religious ideology rather than Israeli occupation. The promotion of Zionist narratives and the push for normalization with the Israeli state is not just being done by Aoun. It has become widespread in Lebanese media and public discourse. Lebanese banker, for instance, and film producer Antoun Sahnawi is playing a central role.
This guy literally helped fund, like made a massive donation to like a Holocaust museum somewhere.
Recently, Sahnawi dined with Israeli Prime Minister and accused war criminal Benjamin Netanyahu. The dinner marked the culmination of Sahnawi's concerted efforts to court Zionism. Back in 2010,
ultimate betrayal. Ultimate betrayal. Also, Antoun Sahnawi is like the founder of this violent extremist group in Lebanon, Christian extremist group called Jnud al-Rab, which means like God's soldiers. They're like Christian extremists, usually big buff dudes with like big beards or whatever. And like one of the last things that they did, they went to like there was like a bar in Beirut that was hosting a drag event. I'm trying to remember what kind of event. I was hosting a drag event, and they went and surrounded the venue and threatened to beat up. They did hit a couple of the attendees, and they tried to get in, but people were like barging themselves in, or like locking themselves in, etc. So they're fucking like psychotic, and they go around like trying to stop gay stuff and whatever.
Sahnawi was entangled in a shooting incident. He was later accused of financial wrongdoing before settling in the US. He went on to finance Israeli cultural propaganda and promote normalization discourse. Sahnawi's new partner and former US envoy to Lebanon, Morgan Ortagus, praised him. She said he was trained, this is her word, to be a supporter of the state of Israel. She was also proud to mention that Sahnawi comes from a family of, and I quote, committed Lebanese Christian Zionists. The Sahnawi's family...
Yeah, play the bush. He comes from a long... Antoun comes from a long line of proud, committed Lebanese Zionists.
Affinity with Zionism, by the way, is not unique. Zionist relations with Lebanese elite families, public figures, and religious institutions precede Israel's creation and Lebanon's independence. They also cut across region and sect. Politically, Zionist leaders sought to break the isolation of their settler colony during the mandate period before World War II. They reportedly, based on archives, bankrolled several newspapers in Beirut. They also forged political bonds with...
Yeah, what's up with that fucking hair, bro? Yo, Gay Alien just received the membership from Polish Pusher. Polish, thank you so much. Let's go. We got 6 new members today. Polish, that's very kind. Hey, ayo. Gay aliens, let's go.
Forged political bonds with Maronite sought to break the isolation of their settler colony during the mandate period before World War II. They...
1 second. Let me just open up Streamlabs so that I can update.
Reportedly, based on archives, bankrolled several newspapers in Beirut. They also forged political bonds with Maronite elites, whom they saw as the power brokers in Lebanon. By invoking the logic of an alliance of minorities, the Zionist movement groomed figures such as Lebanese Mandate President Emil Idde and Maronite Patriarch Antoine Arida. In 1946, for example, the Jewish Agency, which is the pre-state Zionist government at the time, signed a secret pact with the Maronite Church. In the pact, the church acknowledged the right to Jewish settlement and statehood in Palestine. The Zionist movement also built long-standing contacts with prominent Sunni political figures, such as Prime Ministers Hayden al-Ahdab and Riyad al-Salah. The latter was seen as an important player on the Arab stage. Economically, the Zionists wove contacts with Lebanese land-owning families. These include the Sursos, which were Greek Orthodox, the Salams and Bayhoms, which were Sunni, and the Asads, which were Shia. These families sold large tracts of land to the Zionists in the early stage of building the Zionist state. Zionist leaders like Chaim Weizmann and David Ben-Gurion were also keen to control vital freshwater sources, including Lebanon's Litani River and the tributaries of the Jordan River in the region of Jabal al-Sheikh or Mount Hermon. In terms of security-wise, the Zionists sought contacts with Shia and Druze notables who held sway near the borders with Mandate Palestine. These contacts were operative during periods of military activity, such as the Syro-Arab resistance against French occupation in the 1920s, the Great Syrian Revolt of 1925, the Palestinian Uprising of 1936, and the Arab-Israeli War of 1948. Money and threats of military action against these notables were used by the Zionists to either defend the Zionist settlements from rebel attacks or to deter these rebels from joining their comrades inside Palestine. Until the 1970s, Zionist ties to Lebanese elites were often secretive. This is because there was a lot of popular anti-Zionist sentiment in Lebanon and the wider Arab region. However, during the Lebanese Civil War, which broke in 1975, the war exposed the deepening alliance between Tel Aviv and Lebanese right-wing forces. These forces, including proxy militia in southern Lebanon and the Phalangist Party based in Mount Lebanon and Beirut. The height of Zionist influence in Lebanon was reached after Israel's 1982 invasion. In 1983, Lebanon signed a normalization treaty with Israel known as the May 17 Agreement. The yes vote in parliament for this agreement by elites from all sects was near unanimous. But thanks to an armed uprising by popular forces the following year, as well as deadly attacks on the US and French military bases in Lebanon, the May 17 treaty was never implemented. Zionist influence in Lebanon was dealt a heavy blow. The subsequent liberation of southern Lebanon in 2000 by
Now the Zionist influence is back on the rise, baby. Unfortunately,
leftist and Islamist forces seemed to put the question to rest. But today, more than 4 decades after the May 17 agreement, normalization with Zionism in Lebanon has again reared its head. The trilateral framework that was signed in Washington last month between Lebanon and Israel with American support has effectively surrendered Lebanese sovereignty to Israel. The presence of Lebanese armed resistance, the fact that Lebanon is a weak central state, and the mobilization of popular opposition to normalization, all of these factors are putting brakes on the process of official normalization with Israel. But Lebanon should not and may not be capable of fighting normalization alone. Long-term opposition to Lebanese normalization is equally dependent on a reversal of Israel's geopolitical gains in the region. That would include undoing decades of normalization with Egypt, Jordan, and the Palestinian Authority, and most importantly, in the case of Lebanon, a turnaround in Syria's accommodating stance towards Israel. In short, the complicity and emboldening of Lebanese elites to normalize is part of the broader complicity of ruling Arab elites. With southern Lebanon today acting as the last active front of resistance against Israeli expansionism along the borders of Palestine, forsaking anti-normalization forces in Lebanon is forsaking Palestine.
It's forsaking Lebanon too, man. We're forsaking Lebanese land. You think we're not next? They're already taking our land. They're going to take the whole thing when they can. Goddamn, bruv. This is disturbing. Okay, this fucking guy, Hussein Abdul Hussein, he shared the video of the people partying in Lebanon. Was like, look at these Christians partying. They don't want what these Muslims want, trying to sow fucking division. Then he shared the video of Elisa, which we talked about yesterday as well, throwing back the kafaya at one of the fans. He's like, look, Elisa wants nothing to do with your filthy kafaya. Her stardom is much more widespread and powerful than all the Palestinians and their friends combined. This guy's obsessed with Lebanon. I'm guessing he's some Lebanese dude living in Washington, D.C., okay? Hussein Abdul Hussein. I'm not using his, I'm using an American accent with his name because he's a fucking traitor. Now here he is. Shared this yesterday. Can't help himself. Another Lebanese woman or woman of Lebanese descent to be proud of. And this is the video that he shared. Which I did not know this woman existed. Okay, so this is a lady.
Med den bakgrunden jag har. Kanske viktigare än någonsin att visa att man med min bakgrund också
So this lady who's running for some kind of office, I think in Sweden, we'll get the details, is wearing is of Lebanese origin, Lebanese like Christian Muslim origin, is wearing a Star of David.
Men framförallt också
And she's explaining like, I wear the star. Let's see. So she's revealing, she's explaining why she wears the Star of David around her neck. Let's see. So according to Daniel Schatz, one of the most striking moments of Sweden's election campaign came during Monday night's televised party leaders debate when Simona Mohamsson, leader of the Liberal Party and Sweden's Minister for Education and Integration, appeared wearing a Star of David. So she's the leader of the Liberal Party and Sweden's Minister for Education and Integration. Okay. She's wearing a Star of David. Mohamsson was born Simona Muhammad. So she just went from Muhammad to Mohamsson. So I can't be walking around Simona Muhammad in Sweden. Call me Mohamsson. You can do that. Come on. So Mohamsson was born Simona Muhammad. Her father, Albi Sargonson. Her father is Palestinian and her mother Lebanese from a Shia Muslim background. That made the gesture especially powerful. Mohamsson explained her choice. I wear the Star of David for the children who do not dare to in today's Sweden. She confronted the left party over revelations that its MPs had sent letters of support to Palestinian prisoners convicted of terrorist attacks killing Israelis. I think the left party needs to be held accountable for sending love letters to Hamas and spreading fear on our streets, she said. Her comments followed repeated controversies involving left party politicians spreading anti-Semitic conspiracy theories and expressing support for terrorist groups. Since October 7, pro-Palestinian demonstrations in Sweden have featured anti-Semitic rhetoric and expressions of support for terrorist organizations such as Hamas, the PFLP, and Hezbollah. Again, this is written from the perspective of a Zionist, so keep that in mind. In the months after October the 7th, the country recorded nearly 5 times as many anti-Semitic hate crimes as during the same period a year earlier. A survey of Swedish Jews found that more than 4 in 5 felt unsafe wearing Jewish symbols, while nearly half had discussed leaving Sweden because of anti-Semitism. I wonder how Arabs feel in Sweden, all 12 of them, by the way. How do all, like this lady literally can't go around called Muhammad, she changed her name to Mohamsson. Not only do you, like she's like, they're afraid to wear their Star of David. You're afraid to wear your name. You're not even called by your real name. You changed your name to Mohamsson to fit in. So, like, okay, boo-hoo. Against that backdrop, Mohamsson's Star of David became a pointed act of solidarity with Sweden's embattled Jewish community. She chose to wear the very symbol many Jews now fear to display.
Och visa att man med min bakgrund också kan stå här och visa solidaritet med judar i Sverige. Jag tycker att alla partiledare här idag ska lova att...
Oh, cool.
Jag är ju integrationsminister, men framförallt också bär jag den här stjärnan med den bakgrunden jag har. Kanske viktigare än någonsin att visa att man med min bakgrund också kan stå här och visa solidaritet med judar i Sverige. Jag tycker att alla partiledare här idag ska lova att man står upp för den tryggheten som svenska judar förtjänar. Och lovar att man kan hålla rent i sina egna partier. För det är det som står på spel. Barn som idag inte vågar leva ut en viktig...
Yeah, this is very liberal coded. This is very like Nancy Pelosi coded. Chilling says Dearborn right now is getting fucking pillaged by these freaks. Artful says you're not in danger over there, lady. Also love the posh Swedish accent. The Finno-Swedish accent is way more chill. That's interesting. But anyways, just what a cuck situation. She's a cuck and that guy's a cuck. The guy who loves sharing all this shit. This fucking guy. Hussein Abdul Hussein. And what the fuck? Yeah, Jared Kushner met with Netanyahu for 4 hours. Said that the U.S. won't restrict Israel's right to defend itself.
We're very committed to the fact that we have a plan to rebuild Gaza, but we will not allow Gaza to be rebuilt until the demilitarization occurs. Nobody wants to put more money into a place that's gone on for so long until...
Who are you rebuilding Gaza for? Is it for the Palestinians? Or are you rebuilding it for the Israelis, Mr. Kushner?
It's just going to be taken over by terrorists or blown up again. We're also not going to restrict Israel's right to defend itself if there are any imminent threats, and so we had to clarify what that means.
What fucking threats? What's left in Gaza? Lizards can't even live there, man.
We could be seeing progress, in as much as in as little as 30 days. Hopefully, on starting to take some of the weapons out, and hopefully, filling in some of the tunnels as well in the next 60 to 90 days as well. So progress could come quite soon, but we do need cooperation from both sides, and we're going to hopefully get through. But we've made a lot of progress to get here. For Israel, we think this is a win-win situation because if Hamas actually gives over the weapons and the tunnels, willingly over the next 60 to 90 days, that obviously would be the elimination of a huge security threat for Israel, almost an unthinkable achievement. And if they don't follow through now on their commitment, everyone will see that they're not genuine about peace, and then Israel will have a lot more support from the U.S. and others to go and finish the job in the appropriate way. Weapons out, and hopefully,
I fucking zoned out, man. I can't, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? This is it's crazy to me how nonchalantly they just talk about this stuff. Displacing 2 million people, 2 million Palestinians, murdering 200,000 Palestinians. Now just yeah, we're just going to let Israel just murder.
Tunnels as well in the next 60 to 90 days as well. So progress could come quite soon, but we do need cooperation from both sides. And we're going to hopefully get through. But we've made a lot of progress.
Mass killers wearing suits, criminals, terrorists in suits, talking about this, talking about their terrorism, flaunting their terrorism on TV, on national TV for everyone to watch. Completely normalized. Western values are nothing. Human rights are nothing. The world is a fucking farce. The world we live in is a complete fucking farce. The fact that this man is able to just stand there and say what he's saying after having done what they've done is just nuts to me.
To get here. For Israel, we think this is a win-win situation because if Hamas actually gives over the weapons and the tunnels, willingly over the next 60 to 90 days, that obviously would be the elimination of a huge security threat for Israel, almost an unthinkable achievement. And if they don't follow through now on their commitment, everyone will see that they're not genuine about peace, and then Israel will have a lot more support from the U.S. and others to go and finish the job in the appropriate way.
Finish what job? What do you mean? What do you mean Hamas is not serious about peace? Are any Palestinians going to have the right to live there? My God, dude. My God. Sorry, I'm cranking the sugar. I'm getting some stuff ready.
You're not going to convince Republican voters.
Shut up, Jillian. Not yet.
Change the dynamic for me even
real...
this much.
Man, scared of those things too.
Hello,
it's
my name
scary.
is Erisa.
It is.
It's all
I'm
scary. We know.
I'm a survivor from Iran.
We know you're scared, lady. Whoops. What's the lady called? Nancy Mace, that's right. Tattoo reveal, let's go. So fucking cringe. Okay. So Nancy Mace shared this tweet. Thoughts and prayers to all those affected by my sleeves. Made the mistake of opening my social media this afternoon. Some of y'all are out of control. My biceps should not be a news story. We have more important things to worry about. Goodness and God bless America. Ironic that she says that because she's out there talking about trans people and gay people all fucking day. So if you're going to sit there and talk about trans people who are none of your business, their existence is none of your business, what they like to do in the privacy of their home, what makes them feel better, is none of your business. So we're going to fucking talk about your ugly ass fucking tattoos, lady. Look, they're not necessarily ugly. They're just like standard, you know, tattoos. But like, you know, we're going to talk about your fucking tattoos. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, I saw a really funny tweet that was like, choose your path, Western man, or like liberal man or whatever. And it was like her or AOC. AOC as like, she's like freezing her eggs. It was so funny. River Oaks guy says, hot take, having a healthy party phase in your teens and 20s prevents this lunacy when you're 48. And you can tell, look, she's enjoying this shit, dude. She's like out there trying to post like thirst traps. It's hilarious. You know? I mean, look, 48, she's not old, you know? She looks older than she is, I think, in my opinion. In my opinion. So, let me try to find that tweet, dude. It was so fucking funny. How am I going to find it? Do they still track likes? She's 48 years old. She's not old. Well, this is from a Republican, which I mean is also like, you know, this might be an offensive joke. I don't know, but like, which way, Western man? Obviously, those aren't the only choices, but like, it's funny. Matt Walsh had a really just random fucking take on this, just talking about tattoos in general. The tattoo thing is completely out of control. A majority of women between the ages 18 and 40 now have tattoos. I have tattoos, and I'm here to tell you it isn't worth it. I don't hate my tattoos or necessarily regret them. I feel fine about them. But feeling fine about your tattoos 18 years later is basically the best case scenario. That's the tattoo ceiling. At best, it will be something you don't necessarily hate in a couple of decades. The floor is much, much lower. There is basically no scenario where you'll wake up every day for the next 6 decades thanking God that you have your tattoos. You'll either be totally humiliated by them down the line, which a lot of people are, or at best, you'll be kind of ambivalent. Not a wise investment. Upside isn't nearly high enough to justify a permanent decision. He's so boring, dude. He's so boring. Thank you, Ators. Ators sends a dono and says, an Argentine advisor to the president of Bolivia was arrested for trying to silence his girlfriend, who is now exposing the entire far-right operation involving the CIA in Latin America. Damn, that's interesting. Lebanon Cat says, hope that woman stays safe. I agree. Yeah, Mitch is dead, guys. Mitch McConnell is dead. Anyways, let's watch. Haley says, I have tattoos and I love them and I want more. Yeah, I love most of my tattoos. There are some that I feel like, I could do without, or like I maybe could have gone something else. Like but I had that feeling like within pretty quickly after getting them, you know, but like it's just cool, man. Whatever, man. I don't overthink it. You kind of forget you have them, essentially. Okay, now Nancy Mace released a video about her tattoos, which is what we're going to watch right now. Let's fucking go. Get maced. Get maced. Get maced. Get maced.
Please click that button and subscribe today. Tonight, we're making Somalia great again. And then we're going to talk about your tax dollars paying for an alleged rapist's transgender surgery. And then there's more Islam invasion speak coming from a famous Muslim scholar right here in the US, because of course.
She's literally making the same videos as Jillian Michaels, which is so funny. The anti-Islam upset. Like, why is Islamophobia making a comeback? And is it just with boomers? I'm guessing it's just the boomers hating on Islam again?
Cheering on the invasion. And lastly, we're talking about it. The internet is losing its fucking mind over my bison.
She cursed. She said fucking mind. The tattoo's already doing their job. She's so like, you know, badass and scary. She's so cool. She's such a rebel. Okay, let's watch this. Get to the tattoos, lady.
Should actually work.
Of course. Of course.
Right, before I close it out,
of course I'm going to see a veiled woman constantly fear-mongering about Islam. Holy shit, lady. Like, come on. I can't, like, and you pick any random second. There's something about Muslims.
Oh, residency to anyone who uses our freedom as a staging area for violent extremism. Favorite dermatologists. Everybody just needs to relax. Zen. This is not a coup. There were no classified documents released. This wasn't even the dumbest thing Washington has ever done before lunch.
Shut up and talk about the tattoos.
Hypocrites. So stop being hypocrites. Half of you have your ex's initials hidden before lunch. Yes, I have tattoos. I have a few of them. I might have more than a few. And no, they are not a federal emergency. So stop. Some of you are being hypocrites. So stop being hypocrites. Half of you have your ex's initials hidden under a night of bad decisions. I didn't do that. And get maced. It's a podcast show title and a warning label. I'm going to talk about what's trending in the news, make some noise.
Talk about the tattoos, lady. Come on. And listen, people are laughing because you got like 12 of them overnight. Clearly a midlife crisis type situation. You know what I'm saying? That's what people are talking about. That's what everybody's saying. Max Danger says she got no sauce. She's got zero sauce. She's got zero charisma, honestly. She shouldn't be doing this.
Probably irritate people.
That's why she got the tattoos. The tattoos are probably to try to make her look more interesting, try to look tougher, you know, something to happening there, because there ain't nothing there. There ain't nothing there. She's failing. Like Jillian Michaels is out Nancy Mace.
Who think every politician should be quiet, polite, and shrink-wrapped. Clearly, it's working. Yes, the show is called Get Maced. DC already has shows.
Wait, is this an AI version of the selfie that she shared? So, oh my God, dude. She AI'd herself. Look at this. So this is the picture that she showed, like of her in the elevator looking all cool with her new tattoos. Look at that. I got my, she looks like, what's his name? The guy who was dating everyone in Hollywood who got all those tattoos and then got them all lasered off. Lemonman Cat sends a $2 donut. Thanks so much, Lemonman Cat, and says, please, I don't want to be maced. Islamophobia is banging. Well, we're all getting maced. We're all getting maced. What's the actor who went out with Kim Kardashian, beefed with Kanye, skinny dude, used to be on SNL?
And shrink-wrapped.
Okay, so look at that picture. Keep that picture in mind, okay?
I think every politician should be quiet, polite, and
she's wearing a hat. Her hair's all fucked up. Pete Davidson, yeah, she's like Pete Davidson now.
Shrink-wrapped. Clearly, it's working. Yes, the show is called Get Maced.
Look, she took that photo, her elevator selfie, slapped it in an AI thing and told it, give me hair. I love that selfie too much. I look like a real badass. Give me that picture. Just AI-ify it a bit. Beautify it. Give me hair. Look, where is it? Can I find it here? Here's the OG. Come on, lady. Come on.
Makes a shrink wrap.
Bang, bang. Bang. From this to this. This to this. Come on, lady. Using filters and shit.
It's called Get Maced. DC already has shows.
Polish. Good night. Good night. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the generous gift and super chats. We appreciate you.
the fancy shows like Meet the Press and Face the Nation. That's not what we are. Mine sounds like it comes with tickets for a 2-drink minimum and a subpoena by lunchtime. We'll have more fun here. The conversation will be far more interesting.
That's really all you're going to say about the tattoos, lady? More WNBA videos. What is happening with it? Should we do like a whole radical Islam takeover? Okay, anyways, enough of this. We're here for the real folks. Hero of the show today, Jillian Michaels. Okay, let's go back to her channel. Okay. There's some videos that we didn't get to watch last time that I really want to watch. Okay. Let's watch the most recent one. So there's just the truth about Sharia law that you're not allowed to know. So this is a recent one. The warning signs are growing. This is about Hassan Piker. More Hassan Piker hysteria. This is going viral from where? When was this done? Right before the silent killer, the silent threat. So here we have Jillian reacts unfiltered. The warning signs are growing. It's about Hassan. And then the silent threat, the truth about Sharia law that you're not allowed to say. So she can't wait to talk about how much she hates Muslims. Let's go. I'm excited. Let's leave this a little bit later. First, let's start with the Hassan video. Let's go. The warning signs are growing.
Let's talk about our favorite flags.
Oh, like overall, what my favorite flag?
Yeah.
Hezbollah. Look it up.
Oh.
I'm not even kidding. It's actually
And this is an old fucking clip, by the way. Like, she's just discovering this.
dope flag.
I don't have any sort of patriotism in my heart for America, but just in general. It doesn't matter if happened on October 7th. Like, that doesn't change the dynamic for me even this much.
Mandami's aide, his top aide, Sia Weaver, said if you don't believe in the government's sacred right to seize property, it's over, and impoverish the white middle class.
Beast mode. I love her so much. She's awesome.
I'm going to get quick kebab sandwich from the fridge. Okay, we're back. Leftover half of a kebab sandwich.
What? That's a goal?
The faces she makes. Okay, we're gonna start this over. Let's start this over because I went away for the sandwich. I gotta watch this again. Okay, Jillian Michaels just discovered these Hassan Piker clips.
Let's talk about our favorite flags.
Oh, like overall, what my favorite flag? Yeah. Hezbollah. Look it up.
Oh.
I'm not even kidding. It's actually a dope flag.
I don't have any sort of patriotism in my heart for America, but just in general. It doesn't matter if happened on October 7th. Like, that doesn't change the dynamic for me even this much.
He's talking about genocide. He's saying even if there were rapes, Israel shouldn't genocide the Palestinians. Rapes don't justify genocide. And for some reason, that's a fucking controversial statement. What the fuck is that? Dude, the faces she makes when she reacts to stuff, holy fuck, I've never seen that before.
Mandami's aide, his top aide, Sia Weaver, said if you don't believe in the government's sacred right to seize property, it's over, and impoverish the white middle class.
Beast mode. I love her so much. She's awesome.
What? That's a goal?
I feel my blood boil when it comes to Hassan Piker.
Lady, my blood fucking boils when I see your fucking mouth and your teeth. Are you shitting me? Blood boiling. God, I hear she's so performative. She's so performative. She's so uninteresting that she has to make up for it by just making these fucking dumbass faces. Fuck you, lady.
And normally, Jake, you just think, oh, someone raised a psychopath, right? You'd be thinking this is like a radical, fringe lunatic that, apparently his parents must not have loved him the right way and he's mentally ill. The part that's so alarming to me
the ex-co-host of Her Take, who walked off the show because Anna Kasparian was criticizing Israel too much, is now calling Hassan Piker mentally ill.
Is you've got him on the cover of Rolling Stone. The New York Times is fluffing this guy. And now even establishment Democrats, when asked about Hassan Piker, like Chuck Schumer, and we're not talking about Bernie, who in my opinion has always been bananas, or AOC.
Okay. She thinks Bernie Sanders is crazy? This lady's got no fucking hope. By the way, apparently she voted for Trump in 2024. This lady, who used to define herself as like a liberal back in the day, literally voted for Trump in 2024. So like ICE, war with Iran, genocide in Gaza, she's cool with all of this shit. She loves that shit.
AOC, who's also always been bananas. You've got Chuck Schumer saying, oh, big tent. Donna Brazile, big tent. Hillary Clinton, big tent. This is alarming. This is alarming to me.
Yeah.
Why do you care? You're a fucking Republican anyways.
I think the big tent thing is, in a way, suicidal. I hope it is, because this stuff needs to be ousted. I mean, again, as I said earlier, this is how things like the whole abortion, the removal of those limits gets in, as you start to have people like this inserting your party, and then the excuse becomes, oh, big tent. Why? Because we want these votes. Why? Because these people have become popular, like Hassan Piker. They appeal to younger people like them. If I campaign with them, if I'm seen as an affiliate of them, I'm going to get votes. If they endorse me, I have more of a chance to win. And I think instead of standing on principle, because I think a lot of these Democrats outright reject these, or at least they have held positions, generally speaking, throughout the course of at least my lifetime, rejecting these ideals.
Lemonman says Mike Rogers is putting Hassan clips with the $5 donor, by the way. Thanks so much, Lemonman Cat. Says Mike Rogers is putting Hassan clips and anti-Abdul ads. Genuinely, Michigan is getting the Minnesota treatment. Just harass Muslim African Arab immigrants. That's crazy, dude. By the way, she's gonna be like, we need to have Mike Rogers on the show. She's gonna talk about that soon. Like, she likes Mike Rogers. This fucking psycho wants to get Mike Rogers on the fucking show and give him a platform, dude. That's how much she hates Muslims.
I don't think they're being genuine.
Lemon Mint again. Thanks again for the dono.
I think they're doing what politicians do and doing everything they can to stay in power and to win votes. But again, Republicans had this same problem with Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes, I think, had dinner with...
People are asking who the guy is, or Twink. I don't know who the fuck this guy is. I think I saw a clip of him reacting to the Yosef Haddad and Def Noodles thing, but I have no fucking idea who he is. Some kind of fucking liberal Zionist or some shit.
Trump, and people called him out. And the left lost their minds. Hassan Piker is, I believe, Nick Fuentes on steroids on the other side of the aisle.
That's what I say. I literally say.
That's what I said. Oh, I know who she looks like. Oh my God, dude. No, but it's going to ruin the character for me.
I'm totally with you. I'm like, Nick.
Okay. You guys ready? She looks like Ben Stiller's dad. She looks like the dad from King of Queens, except as a woman. Dude, she looked so much like him when she said, that's what I say.
That's what I say. I literally.
Oh, Douglas. She's wearing like a sweater like he is. Oh my God, dude. What's his name? Jerry Stiller? There you go.
Really say that?
Mo, I'm not half Armenian. I am half Assyrian.
I'm totally with you. I'm like, Nick Fuentes is an altar boy compared to Hassan Piker.
You guys are fucking nuts, dude. Like the open anti-Semite, the open Islamophobe, the open everything. He's fucking racist, misogynist, whatever the fuck you want.
Is literally an altar boy in comparison. I agree with you completely. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just was
no.
I can't believe someone else had the same thought. Jillian, he watches your content. That's why.
Completely on board with that.
No,
go ahead. Sorry.
No, I mean, just over the last couple of days, I mean, my Twitter feed is, I try not to get in echo chambers of stuff, but like some of these things just stand out. You know, these clips go viral of him saying certain things. Like the Hezbollah flag is my favorite. Literally a designated terrorist organization who has started a war with.
Who gives the U.S. government designated it a terrorist organization? Fuck you. You just bombed kids. You just bombed school kids, you fucking terrorists. You're the fucking terrorist, dude. You think because you're wearing a shitty fucking polo and she's wearing her dumbass yellow sweater that you're not fucking terrorists? Because you got these fucking dumbass podcasting mics in front of you that you're not fucking terrorists? Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Who gives a shit who designated? The U.S. government designated Hezbollah as terrorists? Oh no. They must be terrorists now. I listen to what the government tells me. The government tells me they're terrorists, so they're terrorists. Fuck you, man. Child killers, baby killers, motherfuckers. كسمكن بأيد اتنيناتكن. وشكن كسمكن شو بشعين.
Israel, who joined in with Hamas, launching attacks over the border the day after October 7th, who branches out from the PLO, which originates in the Palestinian territories, which went to multiple countries, killed the king of Jordan, got kicked out of multiple.
Mo, can't be talking like that to people in chat, buddy. Buddy boy. Archers asked you a respectful question. You can't. ما في حكي هيك. Like توسخها. Next time it's gonna be permanent. This is just for 10 minutes.
Countries as a terrorist organization infiltrated Lebanon, has hijacked that country, and has caused so much destabilization, and is a proxy of the world's largest state sponsor of terrorism, the IRGC. That's your favorite flag? When he says that he's not patriotic about anything of our country? Again, this mimics like people like Abdul al-Said, who everything they say is about how America's rotten. Nothing is about the good. And it's like, it has to be some type of ideological conversion campaign where they're trying to subvert the minds of our people, to demoralize our people.
I'm sure you've seen Joe Scarborough. I can't even believe we're about to clip Joe Scarborough.
I was looking at chat. What the fuck is he talking about?
It's rotten. Nothing is about the good. And it's like, it has to be some type of ideological conversion campaign where they're trying to subvert the minds of our people, to demoralize our people.
I'm sure you've seen...
They're constantly criticizing America. Is that his problem?
Joe Scarborough. I can't even believe we're about to clip Joe Scarborough in a way where I give him insane props and agree unilaterally with him. There has not been a day, I don't think, ever where that has happened.
Yeah, you don't think that's a problem when Republicans and Democrats agree on the same thing? I mean, she's a Republican, so she doesn't give a shit. But the fact that Joe Scarborough and someone like Jillian Michaels are on the same side, it tells you that Democrats and Republicans are practically the fucking same thing, dude. Practically the same fucking thing.
He is on MS Now, which is arguably the most woke, far-left, insane network that exists on Earth. But having said that, he had a meltdown about Hassan Piker. Take a look at this. Fletch, will you pop this in here, please?
I don't need people telling me. Oh, you have to just turn a blind eye to people saying that women getting on October 7th didn't matter in the grand scheme of things. No, Americans aren't going to support that. This is not about me. This is about the Democrats, once again, fumbling the football on the 2-yard line. When
you fucking idiots. Again, yeah, it doesn't matter in terms of like starting a genocide. You know? You don't start a genocide. You don't justify genociding an entire population if there were rapes.
They have a chance to make great gains, but being so woke, I don't know if you want to call it woke 1, woke 2, or woke 3, but being too woke to call out the obvious. I swear to God. It's crazy that we're even having this conversation. If somebody says a woman being raped doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, it's okay to call that person out and demand that candidates distance themselves from those people. If you want to rule...
Calm the fuck down. Where's all that energy for like the Epstein files, man? Where's all that energy when the U.S. military killed 186 school children in Manab? Where's that energy for the genocide? Like, you fucking performative fucks, you performative gringos, man. Khalas ba. No one's falling for this shit anymore. No one's for you. You guys are fucking out there funding a genocide, funding an ethnic cleansing right here in Lebanon. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, all of you. All of you whites. Ain't nobody listening to you anymore. You white liberal fuckers. No one cares what you have to say. You've lost any high ground. You've lost any stance on morality. You mean nothing.
If you want to rule over a party and win elections. If
you can keep yelling for your 85-year-old audience, man.
Says going to a rally the day after Hamas slaughters more Jews than any time since the Holocaust, it's okay for Chuck Schumer. It's okay for Hakeem Jeffries to call that
Holocaust. October the 7th is a Holocaust now, yeah?
Despicable, and demand that people distance themselves from that. That's okay.
Yo, Max Danger 17 just became a channel member. Let's fucking go. Welcome to the family, Max Danger. Max Danger. It's a badass name. Thank you, Max. Appreciate you. We got 7 new members today. Members, again, if you guys are considering supporting the channel, becoming a member is always a great way. You guys get to support us month after month, and you guys get exclusive content. You get to be part of our exclusive little members family. You get your little green name. You get that little UFO next to you. And you get, obviously, the most important part, my love and appreciation. So thank you. Max, welcome to the family. We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
So the one thing I want to say before I pass it off, now you've got Bill Maher, who, quite honestly, whether you agree with him or not, has always been able to call balls and strikes.
So Bill Maher, it's already a nightmare blunt rotation. So Bill Maher, who else?
He had TDS pretty bad for a very long time, but when he even met him, he's like, you know what? It's not so bad.
He had TDS, Trump derangement syndrome. Of course. So we got her ass, Jillian Michaels, smoking a blunt with Bill Maher. Who else?
Bill is a reasonable guy. He's not ideological. He's not tribal. Van Jones has now said something.
Van Jones. Okay, so we got Bill Maher, Van Jones. Van Jones, the guy who again denies the genocide in Palestine and who said that, like, what did he call it? He said that, like, it was while he was on Bill Maher, he said that, like, Palestine was using, like, gore porn on social media to convert the youth.
Harris has now said something. James Carville has now said something. And
James Cargill. Oh, okay. So, dude, that is what a nightmare blunt rotation. We got James Cargill, Van Jones, Bill Maher, Jillian Michaels, and now Joe Scarborough. Oh, dude, half of them are going to die by inhaling a puff.
Scarborough has now said something. And what I find fascinating...
These are the true leaders of the Democratic Party. These are the voice of the youth. Okay, these are the people that represent the young generation, the up-and-coming generation, you know? What's the average age of these fuckers? 89? What's the average age going on there, lady? Can someone find out? Can someone send me the average age of these fuckers? The left tit or the right tit? What tit did I talk about? Did I mention a tit? What did I say? Haley says I have 2 tits. What did I say? I said 1 tit? Did I say want it? As in, like, want it? They want it? Or did I say want it? What the fuck I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. What are you guys saying? Okay. But there was a 1-boobed lady, or was she 3-breasted? In Kung Pao. Kung Pao 1 boob. Yep. It was the 1-boob lady in Kung Pao, folks. Gotta clear my history tonight. If anybody's seen Kung Pao the movie, this is the 1 tit. Just like the 1 Piece. The 1 tit. I said A to be Bizak. Ah, okay, that's what I said. That's what I said, A to be Bizak. But yes, if we were talking about a uni boob or a 1, yeah, I don't know how we got here. Okay, so I said A to be Bizak. So I said, fuck your boob to the man. Okay. Yeah, this one, if you haven't watched Kung Pao, that shit's a fucking classic. Anyways, back to this.
Is that regardless of these established...
Mauricio, bye-bye. Thank you for being here, Mauricio.
Democrats, these monster-sized pundits who have been a part of their party for decades, an integral part of their party, I might add, Jake.
They're the past, Jillian. It's time to move on. And why do you give a shit about So you got this fucking Republican Trump voter pretending like she gives a shit about the Democratic Party. She's trying to fucking sabotage it because it's in her fucking benefit to sabotage it. She's telling the young people, listen to James Carville and listen to these middle-of-the-road centrist liberal Zionists. They're the future of the party. And that's why they keep losing fucking elections, dumbass.
Grew up watching these guys. I'm about probably 10 years younger than some of them. Bill's like 70. Van Jones, I think, is my age. But nevertheless, right? This is how I was indoctrinated as a Democrat. And then I woke up before they did. You're now starting to see...
She was what? I was a Democrat. What she
10 years younger than some of them. Bill's like 70. Van Jones, I think, is my age. But nevertheless, right? This is how I was indoctrinated as a Democrat. And then I woke up before they did.
Indoctrinated as a Democrat. And now I woke up. Now I took the red pill.
You're now starting to see them waking up, seeing the writing on the wall. And the Democrat Party is throwing them out now. I can't believe it. I thought for sure that'd be the thing, right? I thought for sure that'd be the moment where they're going, hold on, we've got these powerful, influential men on our side that are saying, no way, no shot, no how. And Bernie was like, F James Carville, big tent. What is happening? Why do you think that they are pandering to lunacy? The only thing I've got is because...
Lady, you support it. You voted for a pedophile. You dumb fucking dumbass. You voted for a pedophile. You support a war that is murdering literal children. Menab school. School kids. Women. Men. Let's not forget about the men. Shout out to the men out there that are dying. Let's not forget the men. We talk about the women. We talk about the kids. The men. R.I.P. men, the forgotten. Those that work all day, 9 to 5, struggling.
Kids like Hassan
Women work 9 to 5 as well and struggle. I'm not, you know.
Piker, and they want to capture the next generation. I don't know. I got nothing, Jake. I got nothing here. I can't wrap my head around.
Oh yeah, is grab him by the pussy gonna grab the next generation? I got nothing. I got nothing. God, she looks like Adam Sandler's dad. Sorry, Ben Stiller's dad.
On it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. Once you capture an entire generation of people and you can keep them on your side, then you're set for the rest of time, because that younger generation is going to grow up with these types of ideas, beliefs, and values. And what are they going to do? They're going to have children, and they're going to institute those values into the minds of their children. And then those people are going to become the next generation of voters, of policymakers.
Sharia law's coming, lady. Hassan Piker's bringing on that Sharia law.
And of leaders in this country. But I think that the bigger, overarching story here is that the Democratic Party is basically split down the middle right now. I mean, you talked about all of these people who were...
Hey, we were talking about Adam Sandler earlier, so...
A little bit older than you, around your age, who you grew up watching. What do all of them have in common, though? They're all older people. I watch a lot of these people because I also have watched them, not as long as you. You've probably watched them for longer of a time than I've been alive, but I see younger.
Yeah, Jerry Stiller. She looks like Jerry Stiller, doesn't she? There was a part where she looked just like him.
Democrats, influencers, content creators, whoever it might be. I'm not going to list anybody by name, but the fact of the matter is that with politics being a social media game right now, the younger people have an advantage. Younger people are viewed as more credible on the social media because younger people are more active on social media, and they have more of a sway, at least more of a sway than people think. Very obviously, you have the older people who only watch CNN or Fox, who aren't really locked in and paying attention to social media. But the social media battle is being won by young people, and these younger Democrats do not call people like Hassan Piker out because they know it's a losing strategy. And I view it as cowardice. And I would say the same thing for the right. If people looked at people like Nick Fuentes or
we have one hero calling us, two heroes. It's actually a bunch of heroes. Look at all these great people. You got Ethan Klein calling out Hassan Piker, David Pakman, good folk like that. Destiny, quality creators there. None of them with any skeletons in their closets or credible accusations of Zionism.
Nut job radical who is saying things that are just so out of step with what America stands for and what we should be standing for.
Max Danger says Hassan is going to bring Shakira law in personally. I'm ready. You know what? Shakira is half Lebanese. I should have been happy about Shakira law, but Shakira has said nothing about what's happening here in Lebanon, hasn't said a peep about Palestine, has visited Israel. We don't fuck with Shakira here anymore. And she kept supporting Argentina during the World Cup. So, no to Shakira law. I say no to Sharia law and no to Shakira law as well.
Refusing to call that out and distance yourself from it makes you just as bad. I think I would have more respect for somebody, not agreement, but respect for somebody who actually said, well, I agree with that. Because at least then they're making a statement on it. But we know all of these people are saying Hassan Piker. We know exactly what's going on. They're afraid because they know that it hurts them. And again, look at what happened in, just 1 week? El Said beats the establishment candidate in Michigan, becomes the Democratic nominee for Senate. I mean, then you have Francesca Hong, who is coming within about 3,000 votes of winning the Democratic nomination for governor in Wisconsin, who is openly...
I got to find a picture of Jerry Stiller. Any pictures of him in a yellow sweater? Come on. She kind of looks like Jerry Stiller, guys. I can't explain. Oh, I know he died not too long ago. Look, I don't want to know if he was a Zionist or something. Don't tell me. I don't want to know. And I like him from King of Queens. Okay, and I know the guy from King of Queens is also like a Republican. Everybody's problematic now. I don't know. She kind of looks like him. You can't convince me otherwise. Just a young, smoother version of him. Art Chairs laps into $2 donut says hips do lie. You got us there. God, we all used to love Shakira. I'm on tonight and my hips don't lie and I'm starting to feel it, but a connection. What's the other ones again? Whatever. When to be together, I'll be there and he'll be near. And that's everybody knows that song. Whatever. You got your head up here. There's nothing left to fear. If you really feel the way I feel.
DSA, who has said that she feels that she's in too close of white proximity because she has a white child or she married a white person, who has said that she wants to abolish the Senate, which is in line with the DSA. I would advise anybody to go read what they actually have on their website. They want to abolish prisons, abolish the police, abolish ICE completely, abolish the Electoral College, the Senate. Then she said, well, actually, I didn't post that, abolish the Senate. Her official office or whatever released a statement saying that when it was actively up on her page. It's like, what are you talking about? It's right here. But my grander point is that the establishment barely steps in whenever we see these people winning these races or becoming very close to winning these races. Excuse me. So,
okay, shut up. You're so boring. Let's watch the next one. The truth about Sharia law that you're not allowed to say. This was 23 hours ago. She's going crazy. This whole dude, she's going hard on Islamophobia. Again, we have a clip of her being like, I think it's time to fully embrace Islamophobia. Let's see what it is we need to know. What is the truth about Sharia law that we're not allowed to say?
Hello, my name is Eddie Issa.
Artful Decadence is saying, underneath your clothes, there's an endless story. There's the man I chose. There's that video of the little dude who does like Shakira. What is he called? Fuck, how am I going to find him? Shakira es tu? God, this is sorry. We got to find that shit, guys. Shakira es tu? Where am I going to find it? Please, media. Is it on Twitter? Oh, fuck, no, it's not on Twitter. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? God, where am I going to find this fucking guy? Okay, YouTube. Yeah, YouTube's got it. This guy's the best, bro.
Shakira, ¿eres tú? Wow.
The guy's so fucking funny.
Shakira, ¿eres tú? Wow.
Dude, he has some for all of them. Like, he does everybody. Like, this guy's the fucking best. One more time.
Shakira, ¿eres tú? Wow.
There, what a legend. Jay Colindres. Dude, this guy does everybody. He has one that's like Alphaba. It's like way too fucking funny. Was it this one? What is it called? Alphaba. I guess it's that one. Can't remember.
Ángela, Angie, Ángela, ¿eres tú?
Amor.
Wow.
Okay, that's
Elfie, Elfaba, ¿eres tú? Jillian, ¿eres tú?
Wow. Samsung says, I don't get it. What's funny about a fan recording Shakira on the street? Exactly, that's the right answer. Of course, Shakira's number one, bro. Don't even try. Is that another Shakira? Taylor Swift?
Shakira, ¿eres tú? Wow. Merlina, ¿eres tú?
Okay. Let's get back to the truth about Sharia law that we're not allowed to say according to Jillian Michaels. Tell me one more time.
I'm a Sharia law survivor from Iran. And I'm here to tell you, this is a dangerous ideology you're allowing in their country. Every country that is Islamic now.
Yeah, bro. That's what people need right now. An Iranian guy who says, I'm a survivor of Sharia law. You cannot allow this. Who's allowing Sharia law into the country? Since when is America becoming a Sharia, controlled by Sharia law, my guy? Where? Where? Everybody eating pork sausages? Everybody having a good time, enjoying their pork? Sharia law.
It used to be a Christian country, and we were soft Christians, and we allowed these people to come in, bring their Sharia law into their countries, and slowly kill us off left and right. Let me make it very clear to you. Christianity is a personal relationship with
Ethan Klein's also watching this video and like shitting his pants, by the way. We can't let the what do you call them, Islamists, to come here and take over.
God, where it says, but render unto Caesar's what is Caesar's, render unto God what is God's. Islam is Sharia law, deen wa dawah, religion and state, which is not even compatible with the American thing. And when these people will use taqiyya to lie to you, to manipulate you, because whenever Islam is little, they will lie to you and tell you they
Look at that white guy nodding and like excitedly filming, like, hell yeah, brother. That's what I need to hear. Hell yeah, you speak that shit. You speak that anti-Sharia shit.
Peace. This is level 1. Level 2 is what's happening in UK right now, where you have two-tier policing, where you have like the blasphemy laws, Islamophobia, racism, all this nonsense that they talk about. First of all, Islam is not a race. So anytime you criticize Islam, they will use the race.
Although shit, that made her happy. Jillian was, Islam is not a race. She's like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that little smirk.
Talk about, first of all, Islam is not a race. So anytime you criticize Islam, they will use the race.
Oh yeah, got him. So I got him.
But there's every country
I can't be a racist if it's not a race. Anybody calling me racist? That's what she's thinking right now.
This disgusting ideology inside their country, including my own country, Iran, Russia. Islamophobia is another made-up bullshit because they don't want you to criticize their death cult. That's why they will put that. That's why they push it in UK, in every country they go to. M103 is in Canada right now. They deliberately try to silence us. And the worst people that are trapped in it is Muslims themselves, because they can't leave that death cult. Because they're told, if you question that disgusting book, you're called a kuffar. And they get killed over it, just like my friends who are apostates in prison or dead right now in Iran. I'm telling you, this is a bad idea, and you're going to regret not listening to people like us who live.
What's the bad idea? Just letting Muslims come to America? Look at the guy. Dude, the guy in the back filming him is so fucking excited.
Under Sharia law.
Thank you, Eddie.
Yeah.
No, I think people should listen to people who have lived under the system. I think the same is true with socialism and elements of communism. When people from specifically Latin America come over to America, and they tell people, hey, I've lived under this, you haven't.
No one's telling you that living under the Iranian regime is fun. But no, yeah, Mafi, who's out there threatening Sharia law in America?
You might think it's good. You might think it looks sweet, that it's not dangerous, but it is. And I think this is an issue where conservatives need to stop being terrified of just being called names and actually just say what they see. And, you know, it's a difficult conversation.
Like, no one's about to convert you into... let me see how many countries have Sharia law. And there's no... Also, like, you can't... Like, it's not a one-size-fits-all. People will cherry-pick parts of Sharia law or Islamic law that they like. Only a small group of about 4 to 7 countries apply it completely across their entire legal and criminal systems. So why is this going to get to America all of a sudden?
Because I don't advocate that Muslims lose their religious freedom, and I'm not saying that government should ban mosques. I know a lot of them are being put up. Specifically, I believe in Dearborn, Michigan, I think they actually just put in a huge one. None of that is what I'm trying to argue. My argument is that Islamist ideology is real. It is growing in influence. There is this suicidal empathy.
Why? It's not growing in influence. People like Zohran Mamdani, Abdul al-Sayed are getting elected because they are promising the American people results, lower groceries, lower rent, lower taxes, better public transportation, no potholes, free health care. They're not being elected because of Sharia law or because Americans want Muslims running the world, or they want to stop eating pork all of a sudden. Okay? That's not what's happening. Americans need their pork rinds. We know that. We know that. Okay? Americans want their beer. I get that, brother. So they keep conflating. Americans are embracing Islam. No, Americans are embracing policies that help them and help them in their day-to-day life. That's what they're embracing, motherfucker.
Towards it. And many of its advocates openly tell us that they don't simply view Islam as a private religion, but rather as a complete way of life that involves law and government, which, if instituted with Sharia, is completely incompatible with the West and our Constitution. And
Lemon Min Cat makes a great point with another $5 donor. Thank you so much, Lemon Min Cat, for supporting the channel. says race is what people see. Muslims are racialized. Palestinians are racialized as Muslims. Israelis are racialized as Jewish. UN sees this as apartheid. I mean, we are racialized. People see me and assume I'm Muslim. So it is an Arab thing. It's a brown person thing. Like once someone sees an Arab, their first assumption is they're a Muslim. They must be an extremist Muslim. Like, holy shit. But you know what? I'm starting to make the same assumptions about the whites. I see someone that looks like this. I'm like, oh, look, a genocide supporter. Look, a Zionist. It goes both ways, Habibi. It goes both ways. You want to see me see a Muslim terrorist? I see you. I see a fucking Christian terrorist. I see a Zionist terrorist. I see a pro-Zionist, pro-ethno-supremacy supporter. That's what I see, Hayden. You think I'm a violent man because I have a little beard? Dark hair? Hair on my arms? Does that scare you, boy? Well, I know what you are. What you hide behind those green little puppy eyes. You think we care? You think we care about your hair, your blonde little hair? Fuck you, you piece of shit. We know what you are. I'm kidding, folks. That sounded racist. Okay, that sounded like I was judging all whites. But now you know what it feels like. Now you know what it sounds like. You see that? Wasn't that jarring? Wasn't that disturbing? That's what we feel like every day. Walking in a white man's land. Not here. I'm not walking in no white man's land here. But you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
The civic structure of our country. They want Sharia and Islam implemented in elements of culture, of family, of morality, and public order. And when people openly tell you that they believe that Western culture is rotten, that it's backwards, I've seen clips of Muslims saying they have a responsibility to civilize us. They call us infidels. I mean, you can go to Memory TV, MEMRI, and just look at the imams.
I mean, listen, bro, if you're out there genociding people, I don't know what the fuck you want me to tell you. That is immoral. That's a shitty civilization. If that's what you call morality, murdering people around the globe, then fuck you and fuck your morality.
In America, not in Iraq, not in Afghanistan, no, in America, openly saying some of the most vicious and vile things, saying they can't stop us, we're here, we're going to infiltrate and enter every single household. They said it in Times Square when they took over Times Square. And again, they have the religious freedom to do that. And I don't think that, like...
Who took over Times Square? The Muslims took over Times Square? What does that mean?
Cities or states should be giving permits for people to go in mass in the numbers of thousands.
Haley says, count the candles. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, maybe 12, 13, 14, 15. I count possibly 15 candles. Possibly 15 candles. What you doing at night? What are you doing at night? Turning on all these candles.
In public areas to get on prayer rugs. But when they openly tell you what they want to do, you have to listen to them. And he's talking about Sharia. There's a concept of ideology, Dar al-Harb and Dar al...
Who's talking about Sharia? This guy's telling you we don't want Sharia. Point me to the guy saying that he wants Sharia law in America. Play that video.
Islam. The House of Islam and the House of War. Okay? The House of Islam is where Islam is a majority. The House of War is where it's not. They're called to wage jihad. Now, jihad can be through politics. Most people associate it with war and violence. That's the connotation that it has in today's day and age. But they're called to wage jihad and make everywhere Dar al-Harb or Dar al-Islam. To make the House of War, everywhere else that isn't Islam, Islamic. That's what they're called to do.
I respect, as you do, people's freedom to worship whatever God and practice any...
Politics says, kind of like what Raimi Winter said. You're a good racist, Anthony. Do not worry. Well, thank you, guys. As long as I'm a righteous racist, then I'm glad. You know, I'm just afraid of all of this Western influence on my country. These Westerners come here with their music, their cheeseburgers, their blue jeans, their genocide. You know, I can accept the burgers. I can accept the blue jeans. We've embraced a lot of those things here, but there's one thing that we don't like. We don't like genocide. We don't like funding wars. We don't like ethnic cleansing. It's not cool. You know? We don't like that shit. And it makes it very hard to be able to support people like you when that's what you stand for.
Religion they want. Until, and this is the classic liberal position, it infringes on somebody else's freedoms, which is exactly what you just talked about and exactly what we're just seeing come out of Islamism, radical Islam. This guy brought up something, though, Jake,
she said Islamism again. She still doesn't know how to say Islam. It's called Islam, you dumb fucking clown.
that I had not previously thought about. If you're an apostate, if you leave the faith, in some countries they'll kill you. They're probably, not going to kill you in the Western world, but I don't know what goes on behind closed doors. And that made me...
Rahul says the comments on our videos are awful. Let's see. The gentleman is 100% correct. Very well said. No shit, I've been saying this for 30 years. Why are people so relaxed about this? I agree with this man. He is so right. This is so scary. There are 1,800 Muslim mayors in the UK. It's happening now in the US. God help us. Oh my God, dude. They're literally just scaring people about Muslim mayors and just Islam. It's literally 2001, 2002, 2003 all over again. This is a very real threat to our country, democratic republic, and way of life. They are not here to make friends. Straight up just fear-mongering, dude. And the fear-mongering has left Fox News, and it's now on fucking YouTube. It's on TikTok. It's where all these boomers are spending their time too now.
Think long and hard about why more people who are Muslim are not calling out the radical factions of their religion.
1,800. Can someone fact-check 1,800 Muslim mayors, by the way? If it is, fucking impressive. Let's go Muslims. Let's go. We need 1,900 Muslim mayors. 2,000. Don't stop until it's 2,000.
Do you think there's something to that, or do you think I'm grasping at straws here?
Essentially, there are a lot of studies that show that a lot of Muslim people are actually Muslim in affiliation only because Islam is civilizational. The Middle East, Islam is civilizational. Not all of these people know the Quran or know Hadith or know Tafsir or know the doctrine of Islam. So a lot of them are Muslim in affiliation only, and that is a true thing about apostasy, is that when a lot of people are, their eyes are opened up to these Muslims, their eyes are opened up to a lot of these things they fear for leaving the religion because of what could happen to them. I was talking with, he was 18, but he told me when he was 14, his father, he's in Pakistan, he was labeled an apostate because he denounced Islam, and his father tried to suffocate him in his sleep. I mean, this is a real thing that happens in a lot of these countries. So I think it's that a lot of...
Listen, man, I'm sure this happens with Christian families, Amish families, all that sort of fucking weird shit y'all got going on. Okay, if some dude in Pakistan try to choke his kid, I can find you 10 Christian dads that molested their kids. You want that? What the fuck? What are we doing here? Some guy in Pakistan told me that this happened to him. Oh, great. Cool. You voted for Trump, a pedophile, you motherfucker. Just shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Okay? Why don't you eat some of those candles? Melt the candles, eat the wax for a video. That would be fun to watch.
People are afraid to denounce Islam. And
man with long last name says there are 76 cities in the UK. So yeah, well, where the fuck did they get 1,800 mayors? There are only 76 cities in the UK. So you have 1,800 mayors for 76 cities. That's not very efficient, man with long last name. You're overpaying your taxes for nothing. Okay. You should write a letter and ask the government, why do we have 1,800 Muslim mayors and only 76 cities?
Believe it, but I think a lot of it also has to do with kind of the elements of what we were saying with the DSA and the Democrats earlier, is that Big Tent. Big Tent, they're afraid of calling out their own, and they think that it helps them, and I think a lot of Muslims actually have no problem with it. And, you know, it's bad to try and generalize people and talk about taqiyya, but this guy in this clip mentioned taqiyya, which is a thing that allows for Muslims when they're in a position where they think that Islam is threatened, and that in the instance that it is better, or it is acceptable to lie to advance the cause of Islam when Islam is threatened. And I've seen it happen in real time, interacting in live streams and stuff, like literal Muslims coming up to debate Islam or a conflict in the Middle East, and they say that they're Jewish or Christian, and they're not. And we ultimately get to it, and I say, okay, we'll say that Muhammad is a false prophet, and they won't do it because they're literally lying. They're trying to deceive other people and present themselves as something they're not. And it's just a crazy thing. And I can't say that all of them do this.
Rahul says we have 3 Muslim mayors in the UK. Well, there you go. 3 Muslim mayors. Let's correct this lady, shall we? Didn't one of the comments say it? And again, you're talking about the UK, right? Or like all of... That's crazy. They're actually... Dislike.
Because they don't. But it is a real problem where we're asking, where are the moderate Muslims to call this stuff out? I mean, we had the Oxford Union debate just recently where the girl, an Oxford Union student, told Tommy Robinson to be thankful that a Muslim president or a Muslim lead of some organization and a Palestinian president of the Oxford Union, that they were giving him a platform because there's a mob of people outside who would he would be cooked if they got a hold of him.
Yes.
Who were those people? They were Muslims.
So I reposted it. It's crazy. Yeah. Her whole argument, yeah, exactly. Like, Islam is not a concern, but you're lucky we're keeping you alive in here because the Muslims outside want to kill you.
And she's the moderate. She's the moderate Muslim. I mean, the purpose of the debate was to prove, or to debate the question or proposal, is Islam a threat to the West? Do Westerners have any reason to be suspicious of Islam? And that's your convincing argument?
Bro, what do you actually think people are just gonna like just murder people and like what they're gonna get arrested? Like what the fuck are they talking about?
That, well, you better be thankful for our goodwill because the other Muslims outside would kill you. And then we talk about Charlie Hebdo.
Lemon Min Cat with a $2 donor says, my Muslim mayor added speed bumps by schools. That's horrible, Lemon Min Cat. You gotta, that's the Sharia law. They're coming for you. Hide.
And all of the other things that have happened in Europe, not in Iraq or Afghanistan, where they're killing people for drawing depictions of Muhammad, where they're stabbing leaders and shooting people of editorial boards and magazines for writing books and drawing pictures of things that they find to be offensive. And they made the argument in this debate. That's grounds to label this as against free speech. I always say, and I'll end with this: if you take Islam, okay, because I think that the fear of sounding Islamophobic has caused a lot of Western institutions to become incapable of confronting people who openly oppose our values. If you take Islam, strip it of the word religion, just frame it or explain it as an ideology, like communism or Marxism, not a religion, not a faith system, would we label it a threat if it weren't a religion, but if it were an ideology? I think people would. I think the fact that it's labeled a religion immediately gives it some protection because of religious rights and freedoms. But if you were to label it as an ideology, I think it would be just as despised by Americans in the Western general population as Marxism or communism. I just think that banner of it's a religion.
Every religion based on ancient fucking texts that are thousands of years old is gonna have some fucked up shit in there that you kind of have to, you know, interpret, update, you know, modernize a tiny little bit, you know. Habib el Bayane.
Gives it a lot of protection, and you know,
none of the Muslims I know stone people to death. None of the Muslims I know do any of the more questionable things in the Quran. Okay, none of the Christian people I know do the fucked up shit that's in the Bible. You know, what's in the Torah?
Can't talk about it. It's bad to critique it. You're Islamophobic, which I think is stupid.
All right, guys, if you like this clip and you want to watch...
Shut up, lady. We don't like this clip. Haley's asking, do we think anyone really watches this? It's got 10K views besides us. Yeah, we're watching that shit. We watching it. Look, she's got 740K subs. I don't know how many of this shit is organic, honestly. But she's doing like an easy grift. Like she's just going for all the hot button issues. WNBA, Fauci, the gays, the trans, the you know, the Muslims, Sharia, COVID, the communism, the Muslims again, Fauci again, the Muslims. 37K views, 45K, 5K, 7K, 1.5K for this one. Deadly apps, the dangers of social media. So some videos are doing shit. Some videos are doing okay. She's just farting into that mic. And then they're dropping those as many farts. And then, you know, there's one more, guys. There's one more video. The dark reality of the 2026 Senate race. And again, the let's just rewatch this real quick.
And let me reiterate this one more time. Being Muslim is not a race. Religions are ideas. They're...
Remember this?
This woman has gone viral for her openly expressing her concerns with this.
Constantly comment on my post saying, you're so Islamophobic. Yes, I am. Because this scares me. This actually terrifies me. This was Iran in the 1970s before Islam took over. This is Iran now. Want to do another one? This was Afghanistan before Islam took over. This is Afghanistan now. Lebanon, then...
Don't bring up Lebanon, lady. Lebanon still looks like this. Lebanon still looks the first way. Shut the fuck up, you racist piece of shit.
Now, Europe, then, now, Michigan, then...
Europe, look at Europe. You think Europe looks like this, lady? You think Europe looks like this?
Now, Lebanon, then, now, Europe, then, now.
This is Europe, apparently, folks. This is, if you go to France, this is all you're going to see in France now. This is all France, huh?
Now, Michigan, then, now, yes, this actually does terrify me. And if it doesn't terrify you and you want to be so accepting, one day you're going to end up in a freaking hijab covered from head to toe because you just had to be tolerant. You had to be...
And please keep looking at her face. Look at her face throughout this thing, dude. She's like fucking orgasming, dude. I don't know what the fuck it is.
I'm sorry. I absolutely refuse to be accepting of this. For all those of you who claim to be so passionate about women's rights and feminism, how the hell is this feminist? How the hell is this good for women? This is
good for you. Good for you. She literally said good for you. Good for you for standing up for what you believe in.
You're evil. Why are there little children who are covered in burqas? Why? Because it's supposed to be, right? So the men don't.
Why is Donald Trump raping little kids? Can you answer that? Why is your president a rapist?
Tempted. Pedophiles, perverts. That's what these men are. They're getting tempted by little children. And you know they're pedophiles and perverts because they're allowed in their religion to marry girls as young as 9 years old. So
your entire leader class are pedophiles and perverts, lady.
yeah, call me Islamophobic. I am. This terrifies me.
What's so crazy is all the people that claim to be tolerant of this are not tolerant at all. You don't tolerate any opinions that are divergent from yours. The freaking left is the least tolerant party. How tolerant are they of Jews? Huh? How tolerant?
Lemon Mint Cat says, genuinely, if anyone comes to Dearborn, hit me up on Discord and I will buy you a coffee. Deal.
It's not quite so freaking tolerant. How tolerant are they of Republicans? Or dare I say, MAGA Republicans? Probably the least freaking tolerant. And of course, there is the exception.
Why would anyone tolerate MAGA Republicans? You guys voted for ICE and war in Iran. And, like, just shut the fuck up, scum.
Irony of pretending to be about equality when Islamism, is that how I'm supposed to say it, guys?
Lemon Mint Cat says 16 U.S. states refuse to end child marriage. There you go.
Political Islam, a crazy faction of this religion. Tell me whatever percent you want me to say. 10%, 14%, still a hell of a lot of people are for the things this woman is talking about. And I don't know how many people need to say that while there are billions of good Muslims, they're not stopping this. They're not helping. That doesn't prevent us from calling.
Are the good Christians and the good Jews ending the genocide? Is that what's happening? Why aren't the good Christians ending the genocide? Why aren't the good Jews ending the genocide? Is that the game you want to play? Jillian?
Out the radicals within the religion, just like we call out the radicals in our own race, and our own gender, and our own orientation. This is radical, and she's right. It's scary. And what's kind of crazy is I almost wonder if we should embrace Islamophobia at this point, because yeah, I'm scared of those things too. It's scary. It is. And
I'm curious if we should just embrace Islamophobia at this point. Listen to this, open Islamophobe.
Islamophobia at this point, because yeah, it's right. It's scary. And what's kind of crazy is I almost wonder if we should embrace Islamophobia at this point, because yeah, I'm scared of those things too.
You sound like you've embraced it, lady. You sound like you've embraced it with all of your videos, all of your nonstop wall-to-wall coverage about Muslims in America, Muslim mayors, the dangers of Islam.
Scary. It is. And let me reiterate this one more time. Being Muslim is not a race. Religions are ideas.
So I have the right to be as bigoted against those ideas as I possibly want. And if they so happen to be, if most Muslims just happen to be Arab, then hey, it's not my problem. Listen, then the same argument goes for Zionism, I guess. Let's make sure this is the most fun video we have of her right now. We're going to be about to watch this one, but is it old? Oh, no, it's not that old. Sharia in America, this one, the dark reality of the 2026 Senate race. I think this is the one where she says, I need to invite Mike Rogers on the show to give him a platform. More Bill Maher clips. Where's her Mike Rogers shit? Man with long last name. You guys are crazy with some of those messages, man. Someone had like a similar thing like 2 days ago or yesterday. It was like, I thought it was subtle. I'm trying to pick one, man. It is the Mike Rogers one, yeah.
You're not going to convince Republican voters in Michigan, and the real fight will be how do we make sure that people who voted for Haley feel comfortable voting for Abdul El Sayed, and how do we get independents to feel comfortable? And you can see that it's not just about Michigan, but the Republican messaging is communist, socialist. It's going to be a very effective attack. And so people on the left have to be prepared to to answer that and to be effective at answering it.
Do you think communist is an effective attack in 2026?
Well, all I know is that's the attack that Trump is leading with, and I assume they've tested it, and I assume that they have reason to believe that it's effective, or they wouldn't be.
We need more Hillary Clinton in our lives, folks. More Hillary Clinton in 2026. Genuinely, please.
Beating the drum on it, because now it's not just him. Vance has done
Far. Hillary has
close race on our side.
My God, how far Hillary has fallen. The things that she is trying to whitewash in this Kara Swisher.
My God, my lady, Hillary has been fallen a long time. Hillary always be fallen. Hillary did not fall from anywhere. Hillary be down always.
Interview are mind-blowing because communism actually is accurate. But even if that wasn't the case and it was just socialism.
So she thinks the communism moniker is true. Communism is coming to America. Sharia is coming to America. Everybody hide your kids, hide your wives.
Don't we think that's bad enough? And for Kara Swisher to be like, oh, come on, you don't think anybody's going to believe that, do you? There's no way you don't know better, Kara. I know you know better. Like, are you that determined to see your side win that you will allow literal communists to run American cities or get into the Senate? And here is the proof, okay? Look at their policies.
I can't believe communism is making a comeback. Like, accusing people of communism is back in 2026, dude. Holy shit.
Their policies, guys. They want to seize the means of production. They want white people to have a new relationship to property. They want to get rid of prisons. They want to defund the police. It has come out of the mouths of people who belong.
Wait, how'd she say mouths?
Defund the police. It has come out of the mouths of.
Holy shit, we're gonna listen to that on slow motion. The mouths. Oh wait, we can't slow down here? Yeah, we can.
The police. It has come out of the mouth. It has come out of the mouths.
Mouths. The fuck? Okay, just a regular speed is good enough.
They want to defund the police. It has come out of the mouths of people who belong to the DSA that actually they really are communists. Wink, wink.
Now the coalition within the DSA, called the Marxist Unity Group, is in ascendance, and I must take them at their word when their words.
What up, Maban?
Include. Our commitment is to the long-term struggle for a fully liberated, classless society. In a word, communism. What do they have to do? Tweet out, elect more communists? Oh yeah, Sia Weaver did that. Yes. Good, I'm glad you're shocked.
But even if we didn't add that label, what they
Bill Maher, man, Bill Maher. She's using Bill Maher as a reference.
Stand for is alarming enough. And to pretend like that's not the case, and the consequences that will result in people potentially believing you is absolutely disgusting. That seems to be the word for today's show, is disgusting. But even more concerning, and this is something that we all need to be really mindful of, is that Abdul El-Sayed, he's charismatic. He's well-spoken. He's good-looking. He goes to the gym. He does funny, viral social media videos.
Well-spoken, another backhanded compliment. Well-spoken and or articulate. This brown Muslim Arab is actually quite well-spoken. He's articulate. I would have assumed he would have been a thug. You know, they only say well-spoken or articulate for brown people or black people. Did you notice that? Backhanded comment. He's actually, unlike all the other Muslims.
Really mindful of is that Abdul El-Sayed, he's charismatic. He's well-spoken. He's good-looking. He goes to the gym. He does funny, viral social media videos where he sings and talks to the camera. A lot of people vote on vibes, especially young people. And Mamdani pulled off the exact same stunt.
Yeah, they vote based on fucking policy. They vote on policy. They vote because they can't afford a house. They can't afford a car. They vote because their tax dollars are going to fund genocides instead of fixing their roads and giving them free health care.
And here's the other thing. They are so smart and so strategic that they look for the craziest candidates they know they're able to defeat. Haley Stevens is like right out of an SNL skit.
With a little bit of joy, a little bit of energy, and a little bit of sick it to 'em. Better believe I'm going to be doing it because that's the Michigan way. With a little bit of joy, a little bit of energy, and a little bit of sick it to 'em. I am going to be working because that's the Michigan way. I am going to be telling the stories. I am going to be working because that's the Michigan way.
She's not electable.
Hilarious edit.
She's not. And Cuomo, Mamdani beat him. He was shellacked in scandal. Having said that, on the right, we really got to start promoting the people on our team that are capable of defeating this. When's the last time? Does anybody even know?
She's fully embraced because at some point she was like, well, I'm not technically a Republican. I don't go by labels. Now she's like, on the right, we got to defeat them. Okay, fully Republican. Let's fucking go, you piece of shit.
On our team that are capable of really got to start promoting scandal. Having said that, on the right, we really got to start promoting the people on our team that are capable of defeating this. When's the last time? Does anybody even know what Mike Rogers looks like? Does anybody know? I actually don't know. This is the guy running against Abdul El-Sayed. Does anybody know what he looks like? I don't even know what he stands for. I've never even seen him speak. And yet I cannot tell you how much time we have dedicated to Abdul El-Sayed on this show. We're going to need to get him on.
Well, because you hate Muslims. You've dedicated a lot of your fucking time to Abdul El-Sayed and the Mamdani and Islam in general and Sharia law. Keep it going, girl. You've been busy. Keep it going.
I'll be back to you guys on that one. So start looking into Mike Rogers because we need to support that guy at all costs. And here's a reason why. Okay? Because...
Tell us why, please.
Abdul El-Sayed is not benign. There's a clip of this guy talking about wanting to see Sharia law in America or being upset that they banned Sharia law in Oklahoma. There's an account that I love so much.
What is this obsession with Sharia law? Bro, I can't anymore.
This girl T.
No opinion says her enunciation, her accent. Yeah, I know. She has a very annoying fucking way of talking. She's extremely fucking obnoxious and annoying. I hate this lady so much.
Her account is T with Liberty. She takes this one head on and it's genius. In fact, we're going to drop it in right here.
This is Abdul El-Sayed. He is most likely going to be controlling your state. This is what he truly wants for America.
When the state of Oklahoma voted in a referendum to amend the Constitution to ban Sharia law. What does that mean? I don't know. And yet the voters banned it anyway.
Abdul, you're running for Senate. How do you not
idiots. Because there's no Sharia law. It was an insane vote because it's like, we're going to ban Sharia law. What Sharia law? There's no Sharia law. They made people vote on whether or not to ban it as if it was already a fucking thing. That's what he means. He's not upset that they banned it. You fucking idiots. Are you really that fucking dumb? Or are they just like taking advantage of these? Dude, this is generally like, this is pissing me off. This is pissing me off. How do you even argue with this stupidity? How do you argue with this stupidity? Like, how? What do I say to this? Like, obviously he's not talking about, like, he's upset about Sharia law. Look at how they're framing this. This is no. Sharia law.
America are being upset that they banned Sharia law in Oklahoma. There's an account that I love so much.
He's upset that they banned Sharia law. That's not the fuck what he's saying, you dumbass.
Drop it in right here.
This is Abdul El-Sayed. He is most likely going to be controlling your state. This is what he truly wants for America.
When the state of Oklahoma voted in a referendum to amend the Constitution to ban Sharia law. What does that mean? I don't know.
She's literally saying, what does that mean? I don't know.
And yet the voters banned it anyway.
That's all he said. Like, he's upset. He's mad that he can't have his precious Sharia law in Oklahoma.
Running for Senate, how do you not understand? It means that we are a constitutional republic and people do not have the right to just come onto American soil and try to change the form of government. And look where Abdul is. He's at a CARE banquet. Governor Abbott in Texas and Governor DeSantis in Florida designated that group as a foreign terrorist organization. I'm just going to read something from the Texas press release. It states the Muslim Brotherhood and CARE have long made their goals clear to forcibly impose Sharia law and establish Islam's mastership of the world. Abdul El-Sayed sees nothing wrong with Sharia law. Please, I encourage you, go look up Sharia law. It is not compatible with Western civilization. It's not compatible with anything, honestly. What is the solution?
I do not understand black Republicans, man. I do not understand black Republicans at all.
Every state in America and Western civilization, for that matter, needs to ban Sharia law. Thankfully, Alabama, Arizona are...
Classic says his point has to do with how some people are so Islamophobic to the point where they're scared of something they're ignorant of. No, exactly. It's like, why the fuck is this even a vote?
Arkansas, Florida, Kansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, North Carolina, Oklahoma, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, and Utah have all enacted laws restricting or banning Sharia law. Every state needs to get on board. If you think I'm overreacting, just look at Afghanistan, look at Iran, look up Saudi Arabia. They do not have freedoms like America. Liberals are voting these people into office.
America's going to become Saudi Arabia. Oh, no.
Please, Michigan, wake up.
By the way, America is very closely allied to Saudi Arabia.
That was so well said. But you know what, guys? You don't even
That was so well said.
need to look up Sharia because I'm going to break it down for you real quick. Classical Sharia doesn't do gentle suggestions. It does death.
I love it. Yeah, please, Jillian Michaels, please break down. That's what I need in my life. Jillian Michaels breaking down Sharia. The white lady, the white fitness instructor from The Biggest Loser, the lady who yelled at all the contestants and made them cry and puke. Yeah, she's going to explain Sharia law to us right now. Thank you.
For walking away from the faith, death for insulting the prophet, stoning for the married adulterer, public flogging for the person who has sex out of wedlock or even drinks alcohol. You get your hand chopped off for theft, and homosexuality is met with the harshest penalties of caning, flogging, and sometimes death. And then there's, of course...
Listen, I think, you know, gay rights, I'm not even Muslim, I'm not even religious in any way. I think all gay people should not be caned. But you, Jillian Michaels, I'm kidding, folks. Of course we're kidding. What even is caning? You just get hit with a cane? They just like smack you with a cane a little bit?
Equality between men and women, a woman's word in court is worth half of a man's. I don't even know how that's possible. Like, how do you even calculate that? Somehow they find a way. Her inheritance is half. I mean, that's definitely, you can calculate that, can't you? A male...
I think Politics' message, I think it was misunderstood. Dude Looks Like a Lady is an Aerosmith song. And I think Politics is suggesting that Jillian Michaels looks like the lead singer of Aerosmith. So that's why they're saying, dude looks like a lady. Like they should sing, dude looks like a lady. She should be singing, and I don't want to miss it, and I don't like Sharia law. Even when I eat my pork. The sweetest sauce will never do. I still miss you, baby. And I don't like Sharia law. I don't want to miss one smile. I don't want to miss one hot dog. I just want to have my beer.
Guardian can control a woman's movement, her marriage, and all of her decisions. A man can have 4 wives, but girls can, of course, only be married once, and that's when they reach puberty. A Muslim man's life is worth more than a woman's or a non-Muslim's, and an eye for an eye is not just a metaphor, it's quite literally the policy. Non-Muslims are second-class subjects under special
McG, and I don't want to go to mosque.
Taxes and restricted rights. Gender segregation is enforced, and women are told what they have to cover. God's law, as the scholars interpret it, sits above...
Shut the fuck up, you idiot. God, she's giving me a headache. Shut the fuck up. God damn. سد بوزك شكلك بعيدة. خيرية. Oh, the lady replied. She said, nope, you're wrong. 1800. She's insisting. Look. He's so right. This is so scary. 1800 Muslim mayors in the UK. It's happening now in the US. God help us. I said, lady, you're wrong. I said, there's actually 3 Muslim mayors in the UK. She said, nope, you're wrong. 1800. Shit, debate time. Let's go. Let's see. How many Muslim mayors in the UK? 3 Muslim mayors. What the fuck? Is she... I said, lady, Google it, Jesus Christ. Holy shit. And I don't want to cut the tip. That's some art chairs. Even when I dream of you, the sweetest dreams will never do. I still miss you, baby. And I don't want to miss a thing. I don't want to miss one smile. I don't want to miss one kiss. I just want to be with you right here. Whatever the fuck he says. I don't know what the fuck he says. Steven Tyler, folks. Father of... What's her name again? God, dude, I'm forgetting all the fucking names, man. Arwen from Lord of the Rings. It's crazy. Liv Tyler, of course. God damn it, man. I'm so bad at this now. Okay, let me see if there's... We're kind of done with everything. I had some other things to talk about, but I got rid of them. I felt like I talked a lot today. My throat's getting tired. We did this, we did that. I was going to talk about the Warner Brothers Paramount merger. Kind of don't feel like it right now. Less TV show, Recalled Foods, we did that. Shmuley, we did that. Lebanon sushi expert, we did that. We covered Lebanon and the Israeli flags. Bang, bang. Expats, we're not doing that anymore. That Swedish lady, we did that. Kushner, we did that. Nancy Mace, we did that. Live and learn. Too boring. Too boring. I wish I cared. YouTube's new policy. Yeah, YouTube's now going to start counting impressions versus like time watched. Is that interesting? Not really. YouTube will count views from the first frame across all formats starting on August 24. Last year, we updated how we count public views for shorts to better capture how viewers watch on YouTube. Now we're aligning all other video formats to the same standard for consistency across the platform. Beginning on 8/24/2026, a view will be counted from the moment a video begins to play, from the very first frame. This standard will now apply globally across all formats. Historically, we've used multiple view counting systems across different formats. However, we've heard that creators want to eliminate this metric confusion and accurately understand their true exposure, which is why we're making this update. But I don't get this, like... I make long form video. If someone watches 1 second of my video, I don't care. I don't want that to be counted as a view. That's just going to confuse my understanding of my stats. I'm going to see more views, and it's just going to ruin my watch hours. And YouTube is all about like watch hours and time spent on the platform and like engagement. So this might help people that make shorts, but is this going to be any good for people that make long form content? I don't get it. Art Chairs, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for the donos. We appreciate you. Thank you. Look at this. Let's see what this person says. The Happy Smiler. Art Chairs, waiting for you to feel better. Once that finger's better, we got to get moving on. We got to build the continuation of my Lego shelf. I think that takes precedence over the frame. I need a shelf. I got to talk to you about a shelf and a budget. Habibna. The Happy Smiler says most YouTubers make their money off brand integrations at 15 to 20 bucks. I need some branding integration. This is under the assumption watch duration doesn't drop below 38%. Inflating views will destroy average watch duration and upend the one way YouTubers actually make money. 1,000 views will no longer be 1,000 above 38% watch duration. 1,000 views could now mean 500 people saw one frame while it autoplayed. This means 1,000 views is no longer worth 15 to 20 bucks. Yeah, am I going to get less ad revenue now, you motherfuckers? Agencies will either have to recalculate what 1,000 views is worth or start offering flat rates that are less competitive. Please reverse this decision, Team YouTube. People who post long videos infrequently, the main value out of YouTube compared to other social media platforms, will be disproportionately harmed by this. Oh, okay, so people who post long videos infrequently will be fucked. That's good, because I post long videos frequently. Long-form creators like Emperor Lemon or whatever the fuck and myself rely on a stable ad integration model to do YouTube full-time. Creators like us are the only reason your platform still has such a good reputation. God, am I fucked? Am I fucked? No Nubix. Thanks so much. Since 50 Mexican dollars. 50 MX. Thank you so much, No Nubix. Says, got my visa taken by Border Patrol for no proof of work in Mexico. They assume I want to escape to the U.S. to look for work. My boyfriend is in hospital U.S. Holy shit, what? I'm so sorry you're dealing with that. So you got my visa taken by Border Patrol for no proof of work. So you're Mexican. You went to the U.S. to visit your boyfriend. And Border Patrol took away your U.S. visa because they thought you were trying to escape to the U.S. to work? Holy fuck, that's so fucked up. That's so fucked. I'm so sorry, No Nubix. So you went to the U.S. to visit your boyfriend who's in the hospital, and then Border Patrol just fucking took your visa because they assume You're out there trying to stay there, and you, with all that, you're going through all that stress, and you sent a super chat to support the show. That's so fucking kind and awesome, and I hope your boyfriend's doing better. First of all, what can you do? Go to the consulate, tell them, yo, what the fuck? My valid visa was taken. Yeah, how can we help? Also, we hope your boyfriend's doing well, by the way. I hope it's not serious. That's crazy. Let's check. So Haley said Charlie has a video about this, Moist Critical. Let's make an exception and watch, or let's see if someone else has a video about him. Moist Critical. Let's see. Actually, let's watch it. He talks about all this shit. Did they actually make a okay, yeah.
I mean, like, I don't even know what to say. Like, this new YouTube change is my second least favorite change they've ever made, second only to dislikes being removed, and this is only slightly behind it because I think this one is on almost the same level of...
Yeah, I'm not a fan of like impressions, or like just if someone clicks my video for 1 second, it counts as a view. That's really gonna mess up my fucking analytics. But if it's also gonna mess up monetization and how much money we can make off of like 1,000 views and stuff, like ad revenue, it's not the main driver of the channel, but ad revenue certainly plays a part, you know, especially when we drop clips and stuff.
Baffling stupidity.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Moist Critical either, but I guess this is a common YouTube issue, so I'll listen to this for a little bit.
Even have the idea, and even more befuddling to pull the trigger on actually implementing this idea. YouTube has made a habit out of just going hog wild on changes that not a single soul on the planet has ever asked for, and there's a chance that these ideas are thoughts that not a single sentient organism has ever thought of until YouTube farted them out. Because these ideas are just so silly and whack.
No Nubix says, yes, at the border, I'm a student and have no documents to prove I'm working in Mexico. It's the Sentry. Okay, can you ask any family members of yours in Mexico to send you text message, to send you pictures of whatever documentation they can get their hands on? So they haven't even let you into the States. They just, you were trying to go through the border and they just stopped you there and revoked and took your visa away. Contact the consulate, get your family to send you photographs of whatever proof of employment that you can have, whatever proof, whatever form, a pay stub, something, a picture of you in uniform at your job if you have that.
It's like when you take a shit, you're probably not thinking about eating the poop, but YouTube, they get in there like a pinworm and they say, hey, the hell with it. Send it, launch. And they do, like removing dislikes because their feelings got hurt over Rewind. And now today they announced that they're completely changing the way that YouTube views on long-form content are calculated publicly. Starting August 24th, views will count the moment a video begins to play with no minimum watch time. The first frame of a video will count as a view now across all formats, VOD, Shorts, and Live. We're standardizing views to reflect creators' true exposure across YouTube, making it easier to show their value to brand partners. This update won't impact creator earnings or YouTube partnership program eligibility. So if you have a video even autoplay for a split second, like scroll to one autoplays, that counts as a view publicly. Now, they do mention that they still have engaged viewer metrics, which is kind of the old way of calculating it, where you need a viewer to stick around for, it was about like 30 seconds on long form content, which is like an actual view and something that's been standard on the platform for ages. Now they're going the way of
I'll accept 30 seconds. Shit, 30 seconds, then you log off, but 1 second, come on. At least 30 seconds they get to listen. Like, yeah, I don't want to listen to this. 1 second is nothing. What? Come on, man. It's offensive. I don't want like fake views.
Shorts calculation, which is even if you like fall asleep and it just starts doom scrolling, every single thing that it hits is going to count as a view there. Just ding as an impression, which is completely useless. This change is going to explode YouTube views, obviously, but it's not real. It's just a vapid fake number. It's just phony baloney nonsense, really. And the sentence there where they said it's going to help you stand out to brand partners, no the fuck it's not. Brand partners are going to...
It's going to devalue... When everyone's getting thousands of views and 10,000 views for nothing, views mean nothing anymore. Like, what does it mean?
Maybe do deals for like a month under these new programs with these channels that are getting millions of views and they'll sell like 3 things because it's all fucking fake. Like, it's so silly. And the only channels that stand to benefit from this are the channels that you don't want to thrive here, the ones that have already poisoned Shorts, which is AI, clickbait, and just fucking endless amounts of slop, mainly AI slop. This now incentivizes them to break containment, the SCP protocol here, and go on to long form now, because now they can thrive there too. And they already have been thriving in long form, even with the previous view metric calculation. This now just incentivizes it more and pushes normal creators to once again really heavily consider just clickbaiting, so that way they get you in the door right away. Like, K-pop Demon Hunters did what? And it's them bending over fucking full goatsy or something. Just to get a click, because now that counts as a view, whereas before it didn't. Because if you got clickbaited, you'd probably click off in a handful of seconds. That would never register as a view, so you could never capitalize on that. Now, with this new change, you can, and it is constantly going to be incentivizing that. And again, it does nothing for brand partners, because if they start working under these fake numbers...
But do we no longer get rewarded for longer watch hours, for longer engagement?
Instead of like requesting engaged viewer numbers, then those brands are fucking dumb. And they're going to feel a huge hit to their marketing spend when they see no return off all of these phony baloney views, these fucking horseradish views that aren't real. And you can easily gamify this. Like I saw Spiffing Brit give a little infinite money glitch that is a little tongue-in-cheek, but would actually work where you just...
YouTube infinite money update. Step 1, get uncapped sponsor CPM deal. Tell audience to spam F5. Inflate views faster than Argentinian inflation. Raid Shadow Legend goes bankrupt. Profit.
Instruct your viewers to just F5 over and over again while you have a sponsorship enabled with uncapped CPM. You could farm an unbelievable amount of money through doing that if it's just the public views instead of engaged views. And I don't think that's going to happen because I don't think brands are going to really care about the public view. I don't think anyone's going to care about the public view because everyone is going to know it's not real. And it just really made botting services extremely happy. You know they just fucking blew a load into those britches right there. They got a fucking fat wet spot in those trousers because now bots are going to be so pivotal to a lot of these like AI slop factory protocol. Like this is like, and not only that, just also normal YouTubers that are trying to like stand out might just start doing botting. That's
yeah, Nonabix, join the Discord. People can help you more directly on there. That way, maybe you can exchange phone numbers, email addresses, some more personal stuff. That way, we can get you the help that you need.
Going to be much more effective now that it doesn't have to like have a certain amount of time that it sticks around. Just a single frame is all it takes. Bro, botting...
So Notibix says, it's okay. I have a citation in a week. I have to show more proof to get it back. That's so fucked up, dude. Like you already have the valid paperwork. They just don't believe you.
Services are absolutely going to be popping off, no doubt. Like, yes, YouTube does have like anti-botting measures in place, but they're not perfect. No platform has perfect protection from bots. I mean, look at Shorts, for example. Like, that's only going to be now even more prevalent because it's not just Shorts, now it's long form too.
YouTube is moving to an exposure-based model for views across all formats, meaning a view will now be counted the moment a video begins to play from the very first frame. Hello Insiders, I'm Rene Ritchie, a longtime creator now working at YouTube, and here's what's up. Last year, YouTube moved to an exposure-based model for Shorts views. This year, starting August 24, YouTube will be expanding that model to long form.
Oh, excuse me, I'm wiggling in my seat. Oh, I can't help myself here. Please, I don't mean to interrupt, but my hand is raised. Can I ask a quick question? How did that work for Shorts? Are Shorts in a really good spot? Is Shorts on YouTube synonymous with high quality content that's being churned out? Or has it been degraded into a complete cesspool of AI slop that even YouTube themselves is trying their absolute best to combat night and day to no avail, fighting an endless battle of these slop factories that are churning out infinite amount of content all hours of the day, every single second, just to capitalize off of this kind of shit? I don't really think you should be taking lessons from the way Shorts is functioning right now for long form. Because while long form obviously has its problems with the same thing, AI slop and those content farms, I've yapped about it quite a bit, it's not nearly to the level of degeneracy that's on Shorts. But this is making a push towards it. Why? How is there not a lesson being learned right now with what's going on with fucking YouTube Shorts? Are they just so blinded by the big number, like 200 billion views a day on Shorts or whatever? Now they want it to long form? Like, oh, we have 200 billion YouTube Shorts views. Now let's extend that to long form where we can just artificially inflate all these numbers for exposure. These fucking random impressions. If someone just happens to accidentally see a frame of your video, bang, that counts. So now we have big number time to celebrate. But it's not real. It's not legitimate. It's useless. And you yourself on the website even talk about how this has no effect on monetization. So like you're not paying creators more for these big views. It's imaginary. The creators aren't getting paid more. Brands certainly won't pay them more. And in fact, I would even see a world where they might start paying less because there's so little trust in what the views represent anymore. They would need like thorough analytics on the engaged views. But I think there's a chance that, you know, up and coming YouTubers probably get even worse deals from these brands because they just might not even trust what's being provided through the material anymore. It's just like there's no...
Yeah, I don't see the upside to any of this shit, dude.
Winners here except for AI slop, clickbait, just to get that first frame view, that first frame click, and botters. Outside of that, I don't see who this actually benefits, except for people that just like to see big numbers.
No real view counts anymore. No accurate view counts. No accurate like to dislike ratio. Like, how the fuck should we know what the fuck we're looking at and if it's legitimate, if it's high quality? These are the measures that people kind of rely on: a like and dislike ratio, view count, to know if a video is legitimate and worth watching. Like, why are we making all these things worthless?
But if it doesn't mean anything, what's the point of big number? I don't understand it. I really don't. It just opens the door to just exploitation and just a further degradation of the content that gets posted onto YouTube, once again trending more towards AI slop and that kind of filth. And like I said, it's not doing anything to help normal people that are trying to like make it on YouTube, because none of these new view calculations are going to matter to making it into the partnership program, which they just doubled the requirements for. So
wait, what? They doubled the requirements? Creator earnings. So this change will not impact creators' earnings or how they become eligible for YouTube Partner Program. Creator earnings will continue to be based on engaged shorts views and engaged watch hours, which you can view in YouTube Analytics. There is no change to YPP eligibility. YPP entry requirements will also now be referred to as qualified shorts views and qualified watch hours. Previously valid public shorts and valid public watch hours. From 8/24 onwards, you'll start to see the new metric applied wherever views are shown on YouTube, which means creators will likely see their total view counts increase faster moving forward. We hope that having metric parity across all formats gives creators a clearer picture. It does not. It's just fucking confusing.
you still need to hit the engaged views and like the qualified
Come on, man, don't make me go to Twitch. Like, I like the fact that I'm live streaming on YouTube, to like, you know, I'm one of, like, you know, live streaming is more synonymous with Twitch. I kind of like that, you know. There's a new generation of streamers right here on YouTube. I kind of like being part of that. I guess we'll have to switch over to Twitch.
Hours, which these do not count towards. So it's completely vapid useless.
Podcasts, live streams, all formats. YouTube is doing this to ensure consistency.
You need 20,000 hours view? Damn, wasn't it 4,000 watch hours? I remember it was 1,000 subs and 4,000 hours of watch time
Across the platform to make sure every moment of connection between creator and audience is captured, and so that there's no confusion or fragmentation about what a view actually means. Creators can use this updated, standardized count to better understand views across formats and to better communicate the full scale of audience impact to brand partners and sponsors.
Why do they keep trying to flex that?
Damn, starting February 1, the requirement for new channels doubles to 8,000 watch hours. Holy shit, dude. It took forever to get Tino's Playroom monetized with 4,000 public hours. And I had like a rather relatively successful my main channel, and I had like my main channel to promote my second channel, and that still took forever to monetize. I can't imagine needing 8,000 watch hours to monetize a YouTube channel. That's gonna make a lot of people give up a lot quicker.
As though it's the truth. It's not. You will not be able to use this as a leverage with brand partners that are at least activating a few neurons, because this new exposure metric, the fucking exposure dollars here, is illegitimate. It's not representative of what the brand is actually going to be exposed to in the audience. So let's say you're presenting with 1 million views, but a lot of those are just first frame views because you clickbaited them. They are never even going to see the advertisement from the brand, so your performance with them would be fucking terrible, and brands are going to be aware of that. So they're instead going to just ask you for the metrics, the advanced analytics on your engaged views and watch time there. If this actually had an effect on overall watch time, this would torpedo channels. Like, there would be watch time plummeting because so many views that are going to be calculated are just first frame. There's a lot of people that are going to click on videos and maybe they'll hear an AI voice, instantly leave. Maybe they realize they got clickbaited, or just decide, I don't really want to stick through this video. They didn't get hooked. They'll leave. And all of that's going to be counted as a view, no matter what. So like, you're never even going to see those ads. So you're not going to be able to leverage that. It's worthless. I don't think this is going to have an effect on overall viewership retention, like that metric, because it seems like they preserved that on the back end. But if they didn't, that would be catastrophic, obviously. But yeah, I think they're way off in how this can present to brands. You know what this really reminds me of? It smells like that classic Fextra Life stink. Do you remember a while back, and this had gone on for a long time, Fextra Life on Twitch?
I have a poll in chat. Should I move to Twitch? My fate is in your hands.
Twitch would have tens of thousands of viewers for every single fucking stream they were doing, no matter what the game was. Even if they were playing, you know, burger. And I couldn't think of a name. Sorry, but like the point is, no matter what Fextra Life was doing on Twitch, they have tens of thousands of viewers, but only like 5 people active in the chat. So people thought they were botting. Well, it turns out what they were doing is just embedding their stream on their website in the top corner, very, very small, auto-playing on every single page. So anyone that was on their website was counting as a viewer on Twitch. And obviously, if you're trying to sell to brands with like tens of thousands of viewers, the expectation is there's tens of thousands of people actively watching. But that wasn't the case. It was only like ever a handful of people watching, and the rest was just inflated numbers through just being embedded on their website on every single page. So they had crazy viewership numbers that weren't real. That is the exact same DNA here. It is just these crazy inflated numbers that aren't representative of people that have ever even watched the content. Like you can't, I don't know how they think that this is going to work with brands. It can't. It just can't. And they're not going to be so stupid that they don't realize that. And I don't know why they're trying to present this like it's something people have been wanting, this standardization of views. I think any sensible person recognizes that a short view is night and day to a long form view. These are very different and should be calculated differently. They shouldn't be the same. They shouldn't be one.
God, I fucking hate short form content, dude. What it's fucking done to the world.
Frame to count as a view. Because with long form...
Yellow Bentine says, I refuse to make an account for one more evil owned social media. No, I'm kidding. If I ever were to do Twitch, it would either be multi-streaming, so I would be streaming here and on Twitch at the same time, but I don't really find a lot of value in that. But like, I might try that. Or if I ever do Twitch, I'll do completely different, like chill Twitch type stuff on Twitch. But I don't know. No, I like being on YouTube, honestly. YouTube's been my home for so long.
That's not a view. That's nothing. They didn't engage with the content. They didn't even watch it. That could have been an accident, just like it is oftentimes on shorts. Why would they be doing that? Other than to just inflate the numbers across the board on their platform to make it look like long form is really close to like short form views now, even though short forms has really taken over because of so much slop and all the AI generated content that has been infesting it. But it's worthless to like an actual user or a creator.
And viewers will know when they see a view count, it's all based on the same model.
Yeah, I can't censor Zionists. Forget it. We're not doing... But didn't Chris Kunzler stream on Twitch for a while? Is he still on Twitch? Because Chris Kunzler was talking about Zionism all the time. And doesn't Hassan talk about Zionists, or did he have to stop using the word Zionist?
From that first frame. All new videos uploaded after the changes on August 24, 2026 will show the updated first frame view count. All videos uploaded prior to the change will keep their existing view count up until the change. Historical view totals will not be updated retroactively, but following the change, new views on those videos will follow the updated first frame count. To compare performance more consistently before and after the change, creators can use the engaged views metric in YouTube Studio. An engaged view means the viewer stayed to watch past the first frame and initial seconds. It's how all views were counted historically, which is why they're useful for historical comparisons.
So they obviously recognize that there is value in having like the real views, which is the engaged views, versus these artificially inflated ones just because a frame was flashed in front of somebody's face like a subliminal message. That's not a view. And there's no real benefit for this. There isn't, except for like big number. But again, if big number's not real, what can you do with it? And not only is it not beneficial, I believe it is overall detrimental and further incentivizing creators to just do AI slop and clickbait. Because anything that gets you in the door for that first frame. I just think it sucks. I don't think there's anything good or anything to celebrate about this change. I don't think it's as bad as this.
That's it, folks. I'm starting my own AI slop YouTube channel. I'm just going to make random videos, you know, facts about life. All AI generated from the voice, and I'm just going to prompt the whole video to be ready. I'm not going to double check it. I'm not going to watch these videos or correct them. I'm just going to fucking publish 12 videos a day on that YouTube channel until one of them goes viral, get that monetization, and that's it, folks. Got a nice nest egg for the future kids, for the family. You know, that's it. I'm just going to publish AI slop all day. Why even think?
Likes being removed.
I'm just going to write ebooks. I'm going to write some fucking AI books. Record AI recordings of them, everything. I'm just going to do AI stuff, folks. Y'all will never even know of it.
I feel like dislike removal is still the single worst thing YouTube has ever done to their platform, but this isn't that far behind either. This is just a further enshittification of the platform that is going to incentivize more and more garbage to infiltrate it and contaminate it and pollute it. I don't know how...
I'll try to do Twitch. I just have no idea how to do dual streaming. And I got to refigure out, because I have multiple Twitch accounts. One as Do Not Worry TV, I think. One as just Anthony Sargon. I got to just figure that stuff out. We'll do it. What do you guys think? I feel like I have to download an extra thing to multi-stream.
This would even make it past the think tank. Like, I feel like at this point, YouTube is predominantly communicating with shorts creators and these content farms because... Again, it's like hundreds of billions of views a day through just shorts. So now they probably are just laser focused on what they say. And I do know that what some of them say, at least a good chunk of these YouTube shorts professionals, is that they don't like the discrepancy between their shorts views and their long form views. So you'll find that people that are very active on shorts as their primary interaction with the platform, a lot of those channels have millions and millions and millions of subscribers and are getting millions of views on their shorts. But when you look at their long form videos, like their actual videos, edited piece of content, some of them have like 2,000 views, if that. Like sometimes even less than that, despite millions of subscribers and millions of shorts views. So they often are, you know, calling the wambulance about that because it doesn't look good. And I imagine some of them have voiced that concern to YouTube. So now YouTube's been convinced that it's an issue they've got to tackle. So that way now long form views can play by the same rules that the shorts views have, that people have been able to endlessly farm through this fucking garbage. It's like, I just don't like it. I don't like it, and I don't see any benefit to the platform for it.
Engaged views will also remain the view metric used to qualify for shorts, ad, and premium revenue sharing in the YouTube Partner Program, and for monetization and revenue calculation across all videos. And
you know that these are worthless views, otherwise they would be qualifying for the YouTube.
Okay. I'm tired. I'm depressed at all this, folks. We're going to call it a day. We're going to call it a stream. We're at 3 hours, 18 minutes, 8 seconds. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Thank you to everybody who contributed to the channel today by sending super chats, by gifting memberships. We appreciate you guys by becoming members. We got 7 new members today. Appreciate you guys so fucking much. We're at 364 total members. Let's fucking wait. We should be at 365. Yep, 365. We should be. Time to update that. 365 out of 100. Tomorrow, I will most likely be streaming on Tino's Playroom, my second channel. The link is pinned at the bottom of the live chat, folks, or at the top of the live chat. Go ahead and click on it. Let me show you guys real quick what you guys are missing out on. Look at that, Tino's Playroom. We're going to be live streaming there tomorrow, most likely building some Lego as part of my giant custom Star Wars Clone Wars mock. It's going to be a good time. I'm probably, if I'm building a long build, I'm doing the Coruscant Guard gunship. This thing's going to look fucking dope. It's got 3 more clones in there, bringing my total clones to 44. Excited about that. Haley's saying kick and rumble too. We'll do kick and rumble as well. We'll do kick and rumble. Artful, thank you for being here. Haley, thank you for being here. Everybody, Jay of the Dead, KOJ, Maxima Larry, Classic 961, Rahul, Billy, Rusher, Mick G, Samsung, Misbits. Misbits, yes, OBS is what another streamer I know uses. Kick, Twitch, YouTube. Take care, everybody. Appreciate y'all. Haley says, I might take a post-ice cream nap. Ooh, that's the best. I'm going to have some ice cream tonight. Demi got some nice ice cream. It's in the freezer. I'm waiting for her to come here, and then we're going to have some ice cream. Let's fucking go. Everybody, thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. It was a fun chat. A fun stream. See you all tomorrow on Tino's Playroom. No new bigs. Good luck with everything. And as always, everybody,